I know. Are you gel? They only just came in this morning.
I can buy them this evening, though, so I'll be at home.
Well, you can, that's true. You can buy them. So stay tuned if you want. See, they're so new in, they're not even out of their packet yet. They were actually earmarked for Mark's show this morning, but they were booked in time. So it's all right, because Ed's got them for you tonight. So I'm going to give you those later on. Now, I am going to kick off today's show with 6 under 6. So everything. Now, apparently the other day you had 5 items for under £5. So we've just stuck this on, so that's going to need resticking there. So 5 items for, I didn't leave it to dry, it's my fault. Now we're going to give you 6 items for under £6. Now we don't have massive quantities of anything that I'm about to give to you, so if you love it and you want it, you've got to snap it up fast. Now let me just let you know how today's show is going to go. I'm going to give you everything you need for Anne's demonstration, if you would like to do that. So first of all, so that I don't interrupt you when Anne's getting going, I know, because I know it's so annoying, isn't it, when you're just there and I've got to give you your bundles to do it. So what we decided to do, Pip and I, today was to give you your bundles first. You'll then have the codes, you'll then have the price tags, and as you see Anne using these things, you know that you can pick them up on the website or on the phone lines if we have stock. Now, because we know today is going to be very, very, very popular, we can't guarantee stock at the time of Anne doing the demonstrations. While I've got it, there will be stock. So hop on board as soon as you can. Let's kick off with box number 1. And remember, everything is going under £6. The first 6. I have got Sodalite faceted slabs. Now these are great for big focal points that you might want to do polymer clay soutache around, or indeed our usual soutache if you're stitching your ditches. Now these are big pendants, big chunky pendants, and they are drill holes. So if you like the fact, if you are doing soutache, that you can stitch these onto your backing foundation, then that's a massive bonus for you. And Sodalite, of course, is in that colour, isn't it? That can be worn by anyone. Denim blue. I mean, everybody's got a pair of denim blue jeans, haven't they? Cass has got hers on right now. Ben's probably, Ben's got his stone washed. Oh, those would go lovely with these, Ben. Ben's sporting an 80s stone wash today in the style of Bros, which I like. That's a good look, that, Ben. Now, you've got lots and lots of pendants on the one strand. Pendants are very, very popular here at Jewellery Maker because I think we do give you excellent value. And if you do sort of go and shop around, if you go and have a little bit of a scope out there, what's going on in that beadery in your local town? What's going on in that big shop that sells lots of crafty items in your town or city, you know, the one you can drive up to, you know, how much is one pendant? I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's not forget, we know and understand that everything I'm going to give you right now, right up until item 6, is going under £6. So if you love it and you want it and you need it, get on the phone line snappish, because we've only got very small quantities. SNG P50, it's so lovely to have your company. If you've got an open basket, 1p and P is all you're going to pay. All of these for just, well, you guessed it, £5.95. One of 2 ways in which you can come and grab these on the phone lines. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. Now you can of course get involved on the website, or the www.jewellerymaker.com is the way to do it. Don't forget to check out your baskets. Already half of the entire stock of this has gone and been allocated at just £5.95. They're absolutely trickling out the door. Let me count them again, because I did count them and I forgot what I told you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pendants. What's that? What's 5.95 divided by 13, Pip? Mathematical Pip. Does anyone know this? Who's really good at maths in the room? No one. Ryan's saying £1.07. No, Ryan, what are you on about? There's 13 of them. 46 pence each, says Pip. And he didn't even use a calculator. SNG, P90. Do check out baskets right now. You are in a competition against it. That's crazy. It's a wonderful deal. And Sodalite's Debbie Bolford's one of her top 3. It's denim blue. Looks lovely with rose gold, doesn't it? And if you've got the blue and the white soutache cord, it looks great with those too. Wonderful for making a big feature piece. You could do the watch style bracelets. You could do a really nice over the head necklace with these, because we are wearing over the head necklaces now, aren't we? Now that it's winter time. Now, Do stick around today because we have got so much, but still here. Whoa, these are not going under £6. This is a very beautiful strand of rose quartz. What do you mean it's brand new? So how much stock have we got of this? You're a cheeky devil. Always a cheeky one. Okay, we've got 106, which sounds like a lot, but it isn't. So this is the biggest quantity that I've got for under £6. It is going under £6. Yes, they're teardrops. Yes, they're on the tassel cord. Hang on a minute. Hey up, Pip. Hey up, Duck. There's only silver spaces in between each one of these. And it's going under £6. I can confirm that this is going under £6. Is it supposed to? Not really, but it is now. Hannah Roxbury accidentally gave this to Pip and said, put it in your first hour. And she failed to see that Pip's first hour started with 6 under 6. So, you know, who are we to argue with the ox? Now, these are teardrops. They are going under £6. Pip hasn't told me the exact price, but I think I can guess. All of these for just £5.95. UNGK11. What do you dare? What do you mean it's not? You can't, Pip, you really can't. Nobody tell on Pip. He needs a job for Christmas. Are you being serious? Are you being serious? Do not let anybody leave this room for the next 4 hours. £3.95. We're not supposed to give you prices. Are you insane? These are going to go. Already half of the stock gone, allocated, gone. Loads of you flooding in on the phones right now. There is a queue, but it is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. You will need to check out baskets. There are how many? How many? Practically everybody that's on the phone lines right now has bought at least 2 of these. You need to be quick. £3.95 for a beautiful strand of teardrops on the tassels. Do you know what, Pip? Look how long this strand is. I've gone very high pitch, only dogs can hear me right now. I don't even know what to say. There are so many of you on the phone lines right now. Of course, these are variant sizes here. The graduations go from 7x4 to 9x5. I'm talking to you about a 30cm strand. This is a very, very special, right, okay, I'll tell everyone. Right, okay, I've just got to let you know, we've just had a phone call. All right, okay, I've got to get a bit serious, sorry. We've just had a phone call. This is never guaranteed again, this price tag for this strand. The probability of it is you're never going to see it again, but I have to be absolutely clear in my statement that we will never guarantee this strand for £3.95 ever again. If you're joining on the phone lines, there is a queue. You will be joining about a 2 or 3 minute queue. You can shop online. It's JewelleryMaker.com. Is this what you do in the afternoons? I thought it wasn't. I thought this is for Ed. Ed's going to go bananas. £3.95. We've never done 6 under 6 before. We've done 5 under 5. That sounds cheeky. Did you do anything like this? This is crazy. £3.95. Now, there are lots of you on the phone lines, and let me just tell everybody that most of you are multi-buying. And if you think this is a great deal, remember your extended money back guarantee. You're not going to pay any extra P&P just for putting 2 in your basket. At £3.95, you are getting genuine rose quartz. You are getting a 30cm strand, and you are getting an extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. UNGK11 is your item code. You are joining the back of a queue right now if you're joining on that 0800 644 655 free phone number. About 3 minutes long, there or thereabouts, but as people flood in, I can't guarantee the time. You do need, if you haven't checked out baskets, you are in competition now with everybody that's on the phone line. So if you've got it in a basket and you don't check it out, you're going to miss out to somebody on the phone lines. £3.95. Mark Smith is on the phone lines in the other room right now, and I know what he's doing. He's cheeky. £3.95. Unbelievable. 0800 644 655 is your item code. Now, it looks like these are going to sell out. How many have we got left? Okay, we're approaching single figures. It's going to go. Right, if you're on the phones, stay where you are. I cannot guarantee anybody's going to be successful, but stay on the phones. People are triple buying. What's triple buying? Double triple buying. Lots of Pip's saying I can't cope. Everyone's, well, you do these things, Pip Indoor. That's going to happen. He did bring that one on. You're wearing the hat of Pip Indoor. That's going to happen. Now, I am obsessed at the moment with cubes. I'm sorry about my hair. I'm so sorry. I forgot to bring my brush. You know when you just don't feel right? You just don't feel right. You know, because you haven't got your brush. Because Anne's in the building. We won't talk to her yet because she's setting up. We'll talk to her in a minute. Don't worry, we are coming. I'm going to give you all of your pieces first. Then we're going to go to Anne. Then we don't interrupt, you see. Oh, Pip, don't do this to me again. This is another brand new strand. I call this mahogany tiger's eye because it's that perfect mahogany colour. Now these are cubes. These are cubes. They're brand new. We've only got 100 of these. Now they are brand new. They are cubes, so they are perfect. Do you remember last week we had, who was that wonderful, wonderful lady? Sarah, who came in and she did the stitching. The ladder stitching, fabulous. You could do that with a cube. I do love the bead loom cubes, and I do love a ladder weave with the cubes. A right angle weave with a cube looks fab. It's easy to do and it sits really nicely. Very Egyptian. If you're creating sort of Aztec-y Egyptian pieces right now, it's cubes. It's cubes. Cube clusters are great. Now these can be masculine. What about a cluster? I was just going to say that, Ryan Josh. Ryan Josh just said to me, cufflink cluster. You're absolutely on it. I know, that's exactly what I would do. They would make perfect cufflinks. And I think you could use sort of rose gold, silver, gold, keep it warm, keep it antique bronzy. You could do whatever you wanted. It doesn't have to be a masculine strand because I really like these as well. I love that they've got the deep reds. Debbie Bolford would look beautiful in these. Gemma Crow would look beautiful in these as well. I had a lovely, lovely Facebook message from Gemma Crow yesterday telling me where I could get a stormtrooper outfit from, which was nice. Because I am a little bit obsessed with stormtroopers. Now, have a look at these. I mean, look at the chatoyancy. Look at that, look. Look at that. The quality is beautiful. Just look. Now, the rose quartz looks like it's sold out. If you've got an open basket, this one isn't going to cost you any more P&P. And you know something? You know that they're going under £6. You know they're worth it. Get yourself on those phone lines. You've got the extended money back guarantee to add these to your order. Definitely finishing your day with a big smile on your face, aren't you? Isn't it lovely to go shopping without actually having to queue up and leave your house? And don't you love the feeling of a parcel? Nothing beats it, does it? I love the feeling of a parcel. Now, get yourself on those lines. Because we're going to give you a very cheeky price tag, under six, and this little baby, again, you are so cheeky, Pip Indoor, £4.95. Gotta have it, must get it, multi-buying on the website already, who can blame you? £4.95. LVG P32 is your item code. 150 carats. As if I'm counting these, Ryan, I'd be there for ages. There's that many on your strand. You can stack these up beautifully. You can make lovely cufflinks out of them. One on a leather cord would look lovely. Of course, you can shamballa these. So if you already bought your macrame board this morning, these look great in the invisible stitch. They're wonderful. Don't think you just have to shamballa with a round, because you absolutely don't. £4.95. Half of the entire stock's gone. Tiger's Eye is one of our most popular selling gemstones. Anything with a bit of chatoyancy, anything with, and red as well. How festive. Do you know what this looks amazing with? Green malachite. Love it. I love it. I'm very much into Christmassy things last night. We are having problems with the pig. When I came off air yesterday, I had North Herts police. The pig he keeps escaping. He keeps escaping. He's trying to get these deals. He's trying to get some little pigs. He's trying to get some little pigs. He did make his own way back though when he realised there wasn't much food to offer on the street. So he did come back, but he's he's a very naughty. He's a little piggy rascal. £4.95. LVG P32. If you've got a pot-bellied pig and can give me any tips on how to keep him in, I literally have tried everything. I cannot even see where he's escaping from. He's no, Pip, between two bits of bread and some applesauce. No. I told you earlier, when you've scratched something's belly, you cannot eat it. Now, you can tell he's a farm boy. Now, come and have a look at this. I think I'm just going to put him in the horse box and bring him over to your house, Pip, because you've got lots of pigs already. He can nestle between, you'll never notice him. Have a look. Do you know what these are? Juicy little cranberries, aren't they? Oh, aren't these? And again, do you know what these will look amazing with? Have you got any green onyx? They look stunning with green onyx or green agate. What have I got? Do you know what? Is this mine for later? Come on, look at these two together. Do you know, this is perfect for soutache as well. It's just the right size for soutache. Peridot. I love it. Just the right size for soutache, these ones. They're just the right size for a nice beady bead. And let's face it, the round, as a jewellery maker, is our best friend. And when they have got little sparkles like this, they're perfect. They'll do any job, won't they, around, especially in this 7mm. And actually, if you've got lots of 6 and 8mm, the 7mm is perfect for making literally the best taper because you get that nice, clean graduation. So they are great for that if you're mixing up colours and graduating them. We don't have many 7mm, do we? We've got 85 carats, and this is pink Chalcedony. Chalcedony does err on the side of expensive here in comparison to our other strands, not in comparison to everyone else's, I don't think. So you know what? You know it's going under £6, so you already know that we're talking about a fantastic price tag. BERU42 is your item code. Get yourself dialing, my lovelies, on an 18cm strand with an extended money-back guarantee. You know that they're going under £6, so this is a risk-free purchase as well. Your original price tag on screen right now, Pip and Dor, is going to price slash these from £8.95. This one's cheeky. Oh, you are cheeky, Pips. Well, they went under £6, always £8.95. In fact, after today's show, that price tag will go back up again. So just for the live show, £8.95. £5.95 is your price tag right now. Very festive. They come with the tassels on the end of the strand. And I think they're just beautiful, aren't they? Even simple stretches like that. Is this going to be a profit maker for you? Are you going to make that beady bead? Are you going to put this in soutache? Is it going mixing up with your polymer clays? What glittery, gorgeous colours have you got? What a lovely gold would look gorgeous with this, wouldn't it? Gold and glittery. We've got some glitter coming up for you later on in today's show. We've got so many fantastic techniques to show you as well. £5.95 is your price tag. Lots of you on the phones for that one now. What number are we at now? That was number 4. Oh, yeah, I like these. I've got sardonyx now. Have a look. Do you know what? This really does look like a lot like smoky quartz in colour, but it's got the stripes of wonderful agate. These are fabulous. Aren't they fab? Again, you can see because of their natural formation, they're just, do you know how, these are very interesting, aren't they? Look at that. They're like chocolate swirls. It's making me hungry. They look delicious. I think these are very earthy and very natural and would make a wonderful focal point. I think you could wire wrap these actually. I think they'd look stunning wire wrapped. You've got this almost, do you know, they look like what? Sorry, atlases. The lines on them, some of those look tie-dye almost, don't they? I think there's something quite tribal about these, do you? I do. There's something very earthy, very Age of Dawn, Dawn of the Ages even, Age of Dawn. Look at those. Look at the, oh, we've got a fantastic competition for you lined up later, haven't we, Pip and Dor? Are we allowed to do it? Did we get confirmation? Now, DLRU38 is your item code. We're going to get you to pick Liz's, Liz, who's Anne's. We're going to get you to pick Anne's strands, I think, today, aren't we? And you're going to win something. So you're going to get sardonyx. If you love Botswana agate, you're going to really like mixing it up with that. I'd put it with gold wire or antique bronze wire, I think. I definitely think a Laura binding is on the cards with a strand like this. You know it's going under £6. How long have we had this, Pip? Because I've not seen it, I don't think. It's going to go great with greens, isn't it? So it's not brand new, it's been played a few times before. These are the last few in stock and they are going under £6. Original price of $7.95 on screen for you right now. Price slash coming in for you only for the live show. 6 strands going under £6 at $5.95. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. You know it shouldn't be there because it should be $7.95 and it will go back up to $7.95 if, big if, we've got stock left after this. DLRU38 is your item code. 225 carats of sardonyx and your last 6 under 6. Oh my gosh, these feel amazing. They are crazy, these agates. They're so crazy. Have a look. They're called crazy lace agates and they are such a lovely tranquil dove grey. Again, great for soutache. Wonderful again for focal pieces, but I like the idea of a nice big chunky bracelets, just a stretchy, maybe a little round in between would look good. These would be perfect for wire wrap rings. Perfect. What about beading around the edges with a few seedy beadies? I do love, I'm a little bit obsessed with seedy beadies at the moment. Now, if you like, need, want, wish for a gemstone that gives you a big carat weight, a nice big surface to work from, whether it's wire work, whether it's polymer clay, whatever you're doing with these, whether you're beading and you want to do maybe a watch style bracelet or you're incorporating the shape in with some polymer clay, then get yourself on the phone lines because you know it's going under £6. This is limited stock, but it is also brand new today. We didn't order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on the strand. 16 pendants going under £6. This is a brand new strand of tranquil dove grey. Greys are always popular, I think, no matter what the season. They look absolutely stunning. Oh, do you know what these look great with? You know the rose quartz I gave you for that ridiculous price that I think is sold out, has it? So you've got your rose quartz there. Doesn't it look stunning? At $3.95 that was, which was just literally pretty mad. Pretty mad. Let's give you the price tag for these gorgeous dove grey crazy lace agates. They're only $5.95. You've got a whole strand of pendants and you've got an opportunity to make ever such a lot, and you've got not a 30-day money back guarantee, an extended money back guarantee to the 31st of January next year. That's pretty awesome. How many months is that? Is that 2 months away? Just over 2 months. That's really good, isn't it? Because there aren't many other companies that do that. £5.95 is your price tag. Well done to everybody. Literally, the phone lines have gone whoof. They didn't actually make that noise, but that's the noise I would imagine they would make if there were such a noise. Now do check out baskets. Loads of you there with this one. $5.95 for a whole strand of gorgeous, gorgeous pendants. Now, I've got for you. Well, first of all, I want to welcome Anne into the studio. Anne's been setting up. What we've decided to do today, because Anne's got lots of setting up to do and I've got lots of gorgeous polymer clay bundles to give to you, is that we decided we were going to start off giving you everything, and then Anne's going to have an uninterrupted demo for you, which is much better for you. So in just a tick, I will be welcoming Anne, who is getting ready on the sidelines right now. First of all, we're going to start with... Are we going to do this one first, Pippi? The one with the blades? Which one do you want to do first? Oh, this one, yeah. Okay, now, this is a fantastic bundle for anyone out there who's already a polymer clay fan. If you've never used polymer clay, there are other mediums that you can actually fusion with the bundle that I'm about to give to you. But if you've just started with polymer clay, go onto our website. There's loads and loads of downloads on there. We also have DVDs, tutorial DVDs that take you step by step by step. So you can learn as you go. It's a wonderful medium. I'm gonna give you loads of Christmas gift ideas today as well. If you're shopping for a loved one today, if maybe this is their favorite channel and you're trying to get them before they get back into work, home from work, then I've got some really great stocking fillers and also some great main presents for you as well. I'm going to start off by showing you the gemstones that you get. Now, you've got that Google Earth blue with the apatite here, and again, these are perfect rounds. So let's think about fusioning our mediums. If you're into your beading, if you love to do your right angle weaves, your beady beads, if you're into your bead loom, then this is a wonderful strand. It's also great, as we know, for soutache, polymer clay, fits beautifully. If maybe you've been working with cabochons and you want something that will create a nice frame, that's perfect. Then let's talk about texture. We've had Mark on the Day Show today, and he's a massive fan of these chips and nuggets and anything that's rough and textured, as is Gemma Crow. Gemma Crow says she feels like this is when you go up to a gemstone, you ruffle its hair and really see it for the nature and that lovely formation, and they're cut in accordance to suit each individual piece, so you know that you're going to get great quality. I love, love, love this colour. Russian Amazonite gives you a striking greeny blue. Definitely thinking of sea and mermaids when you're looking at this. It's really, and of course, peacocks. Definitely peacock green, isn't it? Now, I'm also going to offer you the cord. So if today, and in fact, I didn't even mention it, but these are perfect for shambhala and macrame. If today you've got lots of pieces in your basket from Mark's show, Mark and the Gorgeous Lucy, then you'll be appreciating the fact that I'm giving you these gorgeous cords as well. They're also great friendship bracelets, wish bracelets, plaiting, kumahimo, all sorts of mediums like that. So if you do love a bit of kumahimo, then this is going to be one for you too. If you love Sarah Elvin. Now I've got the blue wax cord, I've got the green, and I've got the navy. Don't forget, you are getting the gemstones here as well. Now I'm also going to give you beading materials. So you've got your beading thread, your monofilament, and your elastic. Heavy little butchers at that. Now, also going to give you antique bronze findings. I do think to get that peacocky look, it's got to be the antique bronze, because if you look at a peacock feather, and as you all know, I am obsessed with peacocks. They have this lovely edging, don't they? Sort of golden brown, beautiful. Now I'm going to give you your polymer clay bales. These will also work with friendly plastic. They will also work with resin, and they will also work with jewel enamel. So I've got those there. Sorry, darling, sorry. Didn't warn you, did I? Sorry, Ray. So you've got your polymer clay bales there, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So you get those. And then you get, and again, this is great for resin. It's also great for polymer clay, of course. It's great for resin, great for polymer clay, great for jewel enamel, great for shrink plastic, friendly plastic, fabulous. And you've got that texture there, which allows anything that you're gonna stick in there to just adhere nicely. So let's give you a price tag, ING C61. Everything you need to get yourself going, no matter what your medium. All of this with 98 findings for just £21.95. Now you get 10 meters each of the cord. This should have been £38.95, and in fact and indeed, if you do tot everything up on our website and buy it all individually, you will be paying just a few pence, just a pound or so under £40. 0800 644 655. Get dialing if you love it, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're shopping online. Don't forget to check baskets out though. We can't guarantee stock for unchecked baskets. All of the cord is yours. The beading materials are yours. The findings, 98 of them are yours. The Amazonite, beautiful Amazonite, and the Russian Amazonite as well. Apatite, sorry. The apatite 6 mil, and the Amazonite 10 by 8 all the way up to 14 by 10. ING C61 is your item code. The Peacock Essentials, and I think so many mediums can be used in accordance with this bundle. Now make sure you are, like I'm saying, checking out baskets. You are not going to pay any more P&P. These are going quickly, and you're going to love the other kit that goes with it, because that's peacock related as well. Good pip, good pip. Now have a look at what I've got coming up for you. and that just works. It's black, it's spinel, black spinel coated with gold. I love it. It's brand new today. I know in my heart that that one's going to sell out. Now, after the break, we're going to come back with that wonderful, wonderful guest designer. Her name is Anne. She's fantastic and she's beautiful, and she's a diver. She's a diver. We'll talk to her a little bit about that after the break. Don't go anywhere, because we will be back after this.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 p.m. on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it, or you'll miss out.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker, and indeed a huge welcome to Anne. Hello.
Hello.
We've been doing tarot cards upstairs, haven't we?
Yeah.
If you believe that kind of thing. If you don't, I'm sorry. Now, tell us a little bit about, I've never worked with you before, so I'm very excited. Luce is well gel, because she says I've stolen you.
She said I was a traitor when she came.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a bit of a div like that, our Luce. She's a bit of, not really, we love her. Now tell everybody how you came to Jewellery Maker. What are your credentials? What do you do outside of Jewellery Maker? Do you sell just tell us everything, basically.
All right. Okay. Well, I've been working polymer clay for about 20 years on and off. Started making little animals to give to charities to sell for fundraising and things like that. And then some friends were saying, oh, could you do me some beads? So I did some beads, and then I started making unusual beads and focal beads, and people were asking for them, and that was how basically I got into it. And then I'm an engineer by trade, so I like to design things and actually build the necklace, you know, sort of construct things and attach them all, and so I end up with one piece of jewellery that's been constructed. So I'm out sort of measuring things and doing all that sort of thing.
So you do get into the whole, well, like you say, construction of pieces.
Yeah.
You really get into making it symmetrical and things like that?
As much as I can, unless I'm doing a really organic piece, and then I want it to be a little bit different anyway. I quite like my organic stuff at the moment, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you've got many skills under your belt, because you're also an Olympic swimmer?
No, I was a springboard diver
sorry.
for Scotland and Great Britain many, many years ago.
She was
in another lifetime.
She was diving for Scotland and Great Britain, everybody!
Long time ago.
Yeah, and I could tell you more stories, but I'm not allowed. There's a lot to this lady. I tell you, she's got a very interesting life indeed. Now, if you want to be able to create pieces that are as outstanding as this, isn't that wonderful? We are so lucky to have Anne and Debbie Bolford on our polymer clay team. So please, if you've got any questions, do relay them today to Anne. You can give us an email at studio@jewellerymaker.com. You can text us in 60777JM Studio, followed by your message. Make sure you put that bit first, so it doesn't come here. It floats around in the abyss. 60777JM Studio, followed by your message for Anne, or for anybody that you might have a question for that's here today. Now, I'm going to give to you the next kit before Anne gets on. We're going to give the kit, if you don't mind, and then we're going to, it's all going to be about you then. Now, because otherwise I have to interrupt you and it's awful. Now I'm going to give you the polymer clay that Anne has used to actually create these wonderful pieces. And as you can see, the kit I just gave you, Anne has used the gemstones and the bail here. So if you grab the first kit that I gave you, which I'll give you the details for on the bottom of your screen shortly, and you fusion it with what else I'm about to get you, you've got perfection there. Now I'm going to give you the peacock pearl. I'm going to give you the black. I'm also going to give you the silver polymer clay. I'm going to give you the peacock gleams. Gleams go on forever. Practice. I've never come to the end of a gleam. Have you?
No, no. I've still got every colour. I'm still loads left.
Isn't it? And doesn't it smell good? I love the smell
Reminds
of
me of shoe
gleam.
polish.
Do you know, I've always got it on the end of my nose because every time I open it, I go, my kids go, what are you doing? Why have you got stuff all over your nose? Now, we are also going to give you the cutter set. You have got all the cutters you need for your polymer clay. Of course, you can use them for baking and things, but if you do that, please separate one set for polymer clay and one set for baking if you've got 2 lots. I'm going to give you the caption molds too, which are fantastic. And these are great not just for polymer clay, but also for your resin, for your friendly plastic, for many other mediums, and they are such great quality. Incredible quality. Those do come with full instructions, and there's examples of what you can do, and it tells you the diameters, everything comes in with all of that included. So your cutters, your molds, 3 peacock gleams, 3 peacock polymer clays for 1 price tag. Come shopping with us here today. Designer Inspiration with the gorgeous Anne-Marie. All of this for just £24.95, and we can expect to make ever such a lot of jewellery out of this. And if you sell your jewellery on, could this be something you could perhaps make a profit of? Or in fact, on the other hand, if you give it as gifts, can I produce a lot from this?
Oh, definitely. I was quite disappointed that I didn't have much time to do more because I didn't get the kit until late Friday because it got delivered to a neighbour and they weren't in and I couldn't get the kit.
No!
It's a bit of a nightmare. So there was so much more I could have done. I didn't get to use the cords, but you could have made beads and shamballed the beads as well. There was just loads and loads that I could have done, but I just didn't have the time. So I thought I would do sort of statement pieces so that you could see.
I love these. I love them, and they are indeed statement pieces. Isn't this beautiful? It reminds me of the sun at the beginning of Watership Down. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I love it. Now on the bottom of your screen, Pippin Doors just telling me other details for the kit that I just gave you before we went to a break, which Anne has used in fusion with your polymer clays as well. For £24.95 you get the clay, the moulds, the gleam and the cutters, and the extended money back guarantee until the 31st of January next year. And for £21.95 ING C61, your Designer Inspiration peacock accessories, including your cord, your 2 strands, your findings, your ring mount, and your pendant mounts as well. Now, Annie, you're going to give us a demonstration. Which is the first piece you're going to demonstrate today?
I'm going to do the peacock, the green one. This one here, this one, sorry. The reason being I've actually prepared some steps as well, and it's to show you a little bit like the one I've got on.
You've used the gleam on yours, isn't that beautiful? Let's have a look.
This is the one that I sent into the Wall of Fame.
I love that, and I said, didn't I want it? Oh, I need that in a ring. It's wonderful.
And I did do it in a ring.
I love you for that.
No,
it may get swiped, I'm not going to lie.
Need to glue it back in there.
We're going to have a look in just a tick at your necklace. Ben's working at 3 or 4 cameras at once. You know what you need, Ben? Like Mr. Tickle, lots of arms.
Lots of arms.
Yeah.
It'd be useful.
You do look a little bit like Mr. Tickle, actually.
No.
Now, you've rolled your polymer clay. Where do we start? I'll let you take over and tell everybody exactly where I start and what I do.
Right, these colours are great, and if people who know me know that I love turquoise, it's my favourite colour. I absolutely love it. My kitchen's all turquoise and everything in it.
Yeah. Oh, have you got a peacock?
I haven't, but I would like one.
Me too. I'm not allowed one, though. Are you?
No.
Maybe we should just live together.
Yeah, should do.
Yeah.
People might talk though.
Who cares? I don't care. They do anyway.
Yeah. But as you can see, the 2 colours that I've used, I didn't actually get in the kit, so I've mixed them.
Aha! These are mixed. Have you mixed the silver with these 2 to make them sparkly?
Yeah.
I love that you can do that with polymer clay. You can really see the iridescence now, can't
Yeah.
you? Can you see that? Just by mixing polymer clays, and this is something actually Debbie Belford says all the time, mix.
Yeah.
She hardly ever takes, are you the same, raw colour? She loves to mix it.
Yeah, mix it, unless it's something I'm specifically doing and it's that specific colour that comes out of the packet, I'll always mix, and I've always got lots of scrap, and because I tend to make individual pieces like one-off, I'll just mix until I find something, I'll go, oh, that's interesting, and then I'll use it, and then you can never mix it again.
So you've got that colour then, haven't you?
Yeah, But what I did was just to make it really, really easy, because I don't want to make it difficult for people sort of measuring and things like that. It comes with lines in the clay.
And hallelujah for that, because I'm no measurer. I'm not good at symmetry. I'm not good at...
No.
I don't even know where the ruler is in my house, if I'm honest. You know, everything's a guess.
So all I did was just cut one section of the turquoise and one section of the silver, and the same for the black, one of the black and one of the silver.
Okay.
And that was all I did, and that was just mix them.
And what do you do? Just literally start rubbing them together?
Yeah, I roll them out into a sausage.
With the rolling pin?
Yeah, they've been in the car, so they're still a little bit solid. Just roll them out into 2 sausages, twist them round each other, and just keep twisting and put them through your clay roller as well.
Okay, we're going to give you the clay roller later.
Yeah, until it all mixes together, until you're happy with the colour. And so that was my basis to start off with. The reason being was this: if you use this straight from the packet, it can be a little bit dark and you don't see the gleams so much.
When you bake it, will it stay the exact colour, or does it tend to deepen a little bit?
It does go a little bit darker when you bake things. The number of times I've made something I really like that, and then I bake it and it comes out a little bit darker. And you're like, oh, see, then you've got to lighten it a little bit. It's just trial and error until you get used to using it. See, I've been doing it a long time, so I've made lots of mistakes.
Good.
But, well,
we can pick your brains about them.
I don't really call them mistakes; they're opportunities.
That's right. They're happy mistakes, aren't they, in jewellery making?
Yeah.
Nothing. It doesn't matter. Accidents happen, and actually they can happen for the good. Can't they?
Yeah. Some of my best pieces are accidents. This was an accident. This was actually a pendant I made. You can see the back's actually black, and it came out and it looked like a squash chocolate bar. It looked absolutely awful, so I just recycled it and put clay on top of it.
Same. And apparently all great artists say that. Ryan's just saying in my ear.
Yeah, just put it to one side and then you might use it again.
It's never intentional.
No,
so you could never do it again, probably.
No, probably not. So I'll just move those off there. So, I'll do the green one first, and I've got my moulds here. Now, this is one that JM gave me, but I've actually got these, and I've had these for years and years and years. They go through the washing. You know, they
go in the dishwasher.
They go in the dishwasher. They're fantastic. And I think I've had mine about 5 years, something like that.
The quality is outstanding on these. Well, they're built to last. They're built to go in the oven. They're heat resistant. You know, everything.
They're fantastic. So what I'm going to use is the big one.
Okay.
But I did this tip last week with Lucy, and you've maybe not seen this before.
What is that?
This is corn flour.
I've got that in my cupboard. Just normal corn flour.
Normal corn flour. Just a little bit in your mould.
What? And that won't make anything?
No. It doesn't damage
just
the
to dry
clay.
it out. Could I use talcum powder if I didn't have corn flour?
Yeah, if you've got some, you maybe got a Christmas present and.
Or kids, babies.
Yeah.
My son likes a bit of talcum powder.
Yeah, it just makes it smell nice. It won't affect. I just use the corn flour. So what I've done is that's just so that when I go to take the clay out, it's not going to stick to the mould and you're not going to distort the shape.
So we're not baking in the mould. We're going to take it out.
In the mould. We're going to take it out. So I'm just going to put it in. And make the.
And you're going to put the whole thing in, are you?
I'm just going to make the whole thing in, and then what I do is I just flatten it out so that it fills in everywhere. So you're going to get the shape.
Does it help if you're manipulating it all the time to get it warm?
Yeah, I did that before we came on air. So because it was very cold, it had been in the car on the way here this morning, so it sort of solidified a bit.
If I'm at home, could I put it in the microwave for 20 seconds or so? Or
I've
not?
never
Don't do that.
done that.
Don't do
I wouldn't.
it then. Don't do it.
No.
It's how my brain works.
Yeah, because some of them have got metal in it.
No.
So
don't do that. Okay. I put my phone in the microwave. I just dropped it in the washing up liquid bowl. And my natural instinct was microwave, of course. It was really bad. It smelt so bad. So bad.
It was a new phone then.
It was, I had a new phone after that, pretty much melted all the elements inside it. And it happened, and I was like, no, why brain? Why? One of those situations, you know?
Yeah.
So don't put it in the microwave. In fact, don't even talk to me about microwaves.
No.
Let's go.
So we've pushed that in, so we're just going to cut off the excess. So this is a tip. If you do this and you just turn it with the blades inside it. Oops.
What, and that'll stay put?
Yeah. And it should take a little bit more. Please excuse me.
Apart from when you're on live TV, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, everything went wrong last week.
There you go.
No, I'll just have to put a little bit more in.
But this is good, because if you're at home doing this, it's the same things are going to happen.
Yeah. No, last week I brought my GM blades and went to use them on air. I couldn't find them in my toolbox. So I had
Oh
to use
wow,
an
that's
old tatty
typical round
one.
here. That's typical round here, I tell you.
Got home, opened my toolbox. What was sitting there?
Right on the top,
Yep.
yeah. Story of my life. Car keys,
Yep.
phone,
Oh,
handbag.
couldn't find my car keys the other day. I was going mental. Took me about half an hour to find my car keys.
And where were they? In your back pocket.
Yeah. Well, they were actually on a whole table that I didn't think I'd put them on. So I really wasn't having a good day.
I know. I walked into a wall of crackers in a well-known supermarket. Christmas crackers, literally the whole, and everybody turned around and looked, and I was stood there and there was the whole wall of crackers under me, and I looked, thinking, oh, that was funny, and everybody in the queue was looking at me like, what a fool, what a fool. And I went, oh, sorry. And they just looked, and I thought, come on, laugh. It was funny. I'm covered in boxes. It was an accident. Nobody laughed. They all just, the whole supermarket went dead silent.
Some people just
Never
got
been so
no sense of
embarrassed.
humour.
Never been so embarrassed. And I needed a wee really badly, but I thought, forget it. I'll go, I'm going. Right,
See,
let's go.
if I'd been there, I'd been in hysterics.
Good, thank you. Thank you.
So, right, now that I've managed to cut it without taking my finger off or damaging the mould, because I've put the corn flour on it, that should just pop out now like that.
Ah,
So
perfect.
it's not stuck.
And then the excess we can just take away, pop it away.
Yeah,
and,
and you use it
keep.
because you're going to use that to make the little leaves. Now, you know how I said live TV and things don't go right.
Always, yeah. Story of my life.
Yeah, well, I had made a little texture sheet to do the leaves, and unfortunately it snapped this morning when I was putting it in.
Oh no.
So what
Have
I'm
we
going
got
to do?
an extra one here?
It doesn't matter. What I'll show is I can show you to do it just the shape and how to assemble it. Whereas if
Okay.
you've got texture sheets at home, or if you've got sandpaper or nail brushes, anything that will make a good indent in the clay that the gleams will pick up on, you can use that. Or
What about toothpicks you've got there? We could
I've got
probably make some
toothpicks. Yeah, if you've got
that's what you're gonna
that's
do.
what my pattern was. I just made shapes like that. It was
So we can use things like toothpicks.
Yeah.
Then. So let's do that.
I need to bake it though. That's the only thing.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, but and then you can use that as a texture sheet and take your clay off, and it's already textured.
Perfect. Oh yes, of course.
But
yes,
unfortunately, I told
see.
you it's
We'll see if we can find you one. There
So-
might be some texture sheets
yeah.
back there somewhere
But,
in the drawer of goods. There's all sorts in that drawer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I would do now is, have you got a bale over there?
Yes,
'Cause
I
used,
have.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
used
here you
all,
go. You
all-
use away.
I used.
Oh, sorry.
Oops, that's all
Sorry.
Right.
See, butterfingers.
Yeah. So what I would do is just put the bale on with the back snug so that the loop actually comes over the top.
Like it lips over.
Yeah, lips over, okay. And then you can put a back. I'll just put this through the clay roller. Now I'm just
And
going to
this
put
is
this
new
through.
polymer, the excess polymer clay going
This is the
in
excess
the clay roller.
clay. Yeah. I'm just going to put it through on number 1. Okay.
Okay, so on number 1 through there,
On
just
number
get it
1.
nice and warm, easy to
Yep.
manipulate now. And then it's all even, isn't it?
It's all even, yeah. Just get that handle out of the way, do myself an injury. And then what I want to do is just make a straight edge. I'll just do that. The reason being, I'll show you that way.
I know what you're going to do.
Yeah, just so that sits nice and snug, so you
Got a
can
nice
get
back to it.
you got a nice back to it, and that will hold that in there
That
nice.
fail. Do I need to
Okay.
use the whole thing? Can I just put a strip across? Is it better to use the whole thing for strength?
It's better use the whole thing for strength, yeah. And then that should hold that in there, and then you just cut round.
And what are you using there? Just a reamer?
This is actually it's one of my own tools that I brought on last week. It's called a needle tool, and it's specifically for clay, silver clay. And what it is, I'll
Do you
show
do
you.
silver clay as well?
I do. I'd started with it quite a while ago. Haven't had much time though. I've been that busy with other
us.
things, with us, yeah, and other things. But what it is it's very, very sharp on the tip, but it actually cuts round the edge as well. So,
Oh, perfect.
so I could cut like that, and it will cut.
Oh,
See.
yes. Where can I get one of these from across? Or hopefully we'll be getting them soon.
Now, but did say last week that a while ago Natalia did a workshop. She was on the show, and she launched one of her own.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't think we've got them on the website, but you might be able to get them from Natalia.
Okay, brilliant.
But they're about somewhere about between £10 and £12, something
Okay.
like that. I've
But
had this one
great
quite a few years.
tool.
I use it a lot, and it's great just for
Touching up,
It's fantastic, putting holes in things. It just has got so many uses. Okay.
Okay.
So when you take that off like that,
And these blades that Anne's using, we are going to be giving you a little bit later on. They are called tissue blades, and they are absolutely wonderful because they are really thin, as the name suggests. We're going to, in fact, we're going to give you that right now. I know that I said I wouldn't interrupt you.
No,
but
it's okay, it's absolutely fine. I'd rather people, if you see you using it and then go into them, then at least they've seen how to use them as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to give to you the pack of tissue blades. I've also got a clay roller, hang on. This is your clay essentials. I'm just going to zoop that across here, if you don't mind. And I'm going to move this out the way. There's nothing like prep, is there? No. I'm going to give to you the baking tray. Now, when you get this baking tray home, there is a sheet of acetate in it, which is your roller.
Yeah.
Take it out. Do not do a Jenny Cleary and bake it, because it will melt. And then, just like the microwave, the kitchen will smell. I am so silly. I don't know how I've got this far in life. Well, I have. Well, anyway, I have had a few injuries along the way. You've got your wonderful baking tray, which comes with the pins, and the pins on their own can be expensive if you're shopping in a craft shop. You've got the rests there, you've got the angles to if you're angling things, and that is an absolute must-have. Oh, you don't have. Wait, actually, I'm going to rephrase that, because you can use your normal baking tray, but once you've used it, you've got to designate that specifically to polymer clay, because polymer clay can be toxic and you don't want to eat it. Only in that way, not in a breathing in way.
No, the fumes are fine.
Yeah. Now, I've seen these in a kitchen shop in Cheltenham for £60 odd.
My first one was a proper pasta machine, and it cost me an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
But it's had all the attachments for making pasta as well.
Did it? And were you? I wish I wasn't. I wish it wasn't wasted. But again, you can get 2 of these if you want to, and you can use one. And you can use one for polymer clay and one for cooking. On the website, this is $14.95 on its own, that clay roller. The quality is fantastic. Debbie Bolford has lots of these. She runs her workshops with these. They really are, again, invaluable if you are doing polymer clay and you're getting started with polymer clay. They make your life a million times easier. You've got all the different settings to create different thicknesses. They warm your clay up. They're great if you're doing skinner blends. Loads and loads of scope, actually, for design. Once you've got one of these, it does change things dramatically. There's one at work here with the lovely Anne. So Anne, you'll be using it. Well, you've already used this, haven't you?
Yeah. This one, it had an accident. You'll find that I'm a bit accident prone.
Maybe we shouldn't be in the same room.
Shouldn't actually.
What do you think? I mean, I can't even count the amount of times I've been in A&E. I really can't. They know me by first name. Now I've moved to a different region, though it'll be different.
Yeah.
I'll have to get to know the staff all again. Now, you have got all 3 for a crazy low price tag. Don't forget that clay roller is $14.95 on its own. You've got the blades and you've got the baking tray. All of this for just $14.95. You're buying the clay roller. You're getting these 2 for free, which I like. Now, these do need replenishing, don't they, Anne?
Yeah.
After how many months do you replenish yours?
It depends how much you're using it, and I usually go through, every few months I'll replace them, just because I like to get really nice sharp cuts when I'm doing canes.
Oh yes, of course, you're
That's why
doing it, yeah.
That's why last week when I only had that old beat up one, I was struggling a little bit to cut things, so I was a bit annoyed that I couldn't find mine, but they're, every couple of months, if you want a really sharp, just go for go for a new one, replenish them. They're always readily available, hopefully on our website. So by dialing the 0800 number 644 655 QTGC05. We're going to pop the details for that on the bottom of your screen, and then we're going to crack on with the next stage. Over it goes. Okay.
Right. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. That's okay.
Let's
you
crack
need to
on.
have the tools for the job. Once you've made this, you'll put it in your oven and bake it, and it'll come out like that.
I can bake with the bale in, yeah?
Yes, you can. Yeah. I'm just going to use this clay again. Now, once you've baked it, if you want, you could put another thin layer on the back and texture it to make it, sort of pretty, or I didn't have time, so I've left mine just plain.
But you're not going to see that, so it's not essential.
No, you're not going to see it, but it's just, I quite like to texture
you like
the back.
knowing it's there, don't you?
It's like the back of that one. I like to make just a little bit of texture on the back. So now that you've got that, obviously you've got to decorate it now with your
With your leaves.
with your little leaves.
I'll pop this on the, shall I pop it on the overhead for you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, leave it there. you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's fine. So what I did was we got given the cutters, and in the cutters you've got little shape like
Little
that one,
teardrop.
little teardrop shape, and it's perfect for doing this. As I say, I don't have my texture sheet, unfortunately. I'm a little bit annoyed that it broke, because I tend to make some of my own, because I quite like small patterns.
So you make your own texture sheets?
I do make my
How
own
do you
texture.
do that?
Various different ways. If you get a piece of clay, get quite a thick piece of clay, and you can extrude shapes and put down your liquid polymer clay and attach your pieces to it in swirls and things like that. Bake it in the oven, and then you can push it into the clay and make shapes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
A really good idea.
But unfortunately, the one I was bringing with me, it broke when I was putting it in this one. So I was just like, "Ugh, I'm gonna have another one.
Maybe
of
we've
these
got
days."
texture sheets. Have we got
Yeah.
texture sheets, Ben, in the drawer of drawers? There's a little drawer over there with things like shoes, makeup, texture sheets in it.
Yeah. It doesn't too
is
much.
it?
It's
Gonna have
just
a look.
yeah. But if we haven't, we'll just go on with this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this through on a thicker setting, just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put it through on 1. But if I was using it with my texture sheet, I'd probably put it through about 2 and then push it in and then pull it off. I'd use my corn flour to release it.
Okay, so would you put the corn flour on the texture sheet itself?
I would put it on the clay.
On the clay?
Yeah, it doesn't matter really. I tend to put it on the clay and push it in,
Okay.
and then it comes out. But because we haven't got it, I'm just going to show you how to construct the pendant anyway. So you put out, doesn't matter what sort of shape it comes out.
I love the pearlescence on that.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't
gorgeous.
it? Because there is 2 pearlescence that have been mixed together, so you get that sort of double sheen.
Yeah, it's
from it.
gorgeous.
So just taking your little teardrop. It depends if you want to go for really many layers, how many you're going to use.
How many did you use on here?
Oh, I can't remember
I want to
now.
do this. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers.
4 layers, yeah. So just go around and cut out little shapes.
It's
like
difficult
that.
to get these little shapes in the shops, isn't it? Because I've had a look,
You
I couldn't get them.
Yeah, you can't get them on their own. And this, I've actually got the JM one. They sent me one to use, but I've actually got one anyway.
You already
I
bought
got
them?
it at the same time I bought the starter kit. I got the starter
So do
kit
you
as
get
well.
your polymer clays from us?
I do. I get usually when there's a bundle on or things like that. I do actually have quite a stock at home of other brands as well, and because I like to sort of try. But I found that this brand suits the sort of things that I make, because I love the pearlescence. I use the pearlescence, and the translucent's very good.
Yeah, Debbie says that the translucence
Yeah.
and the pearlescence. And best value, everyone comes back to us and says.
It is very good value. So I won't do any more. So you pull that
Ooh,
off.
I love that when you peel that off.
It's good, isn't it?
They'd make great like eagle wings and the fronts of owls.
Well, one of the
wouldn't they?
things, I'll let you in a secret, one of the things I did want to do, but unfortunately because the kit turned up, was stuck in my neighbour's house and they weren't in, I couldn't get it.
Your neighbour was trying to use it. I bet she was like, I don't know what
Probably.
this is for, but I fancy a go on that.
I was actually going to do this shape with 2 of these shapes coming off at an angle and making it look like a bird.
Oh, I love that.
But I didn't.
Next time.
Next time. Unfortunately, I didn't get the time.
Pip's a mad fan of animals, and so am I.
Yeah.
He's always trying to out-jumper me with his animal-related prints. And in fact, my partner tuned in and went, I bet you like that lad, don't you, because of his jumpers. I went, yeah, I do actually. Brian's going, what about my jumpers? He hasn't seen my jumpers. All right, right, calm down.
We're having a Christmas lunch at work, and they're having a competition to see who turns up with the best Christmas jumper on.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, I haven't got a Christmas jumper. I'm going to have to
Make
go
one
and
out
look
of
for
polymer
one.
clay.
I'll have to go and look for one.
Oh,
so
I've got a good stash. I
I might have to borrow one then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But now that I've got all my little shapes, just imagine these have been textured. I've actually got one to demonstrate later on that's already textured. So this part of the process isn't too much. So what I normally do is start opposite the bail.
And you're going on to baked clay, just
I'm
to
going on to
reiterate.
baked clay. Now, what you can do is you can put it straight onto the clay. If it's nice and soft, you can put it straight onto the clay. Or if you want to be really safe, you can use just a dab of the liquid clay underneath it if you want to. You can do it when it's still wet clay.
I was going to say, why aren't you doing it when it's all wet at the same time?
It sometimes distorts if you're pushing in, and I have tried it and I ended up with just a
I
lump.
suppose because you're putting pressure on it, aren't you?
So I found this was a much easier method to do. So what you're going to do is just go around, just overlapping a little bit. It doesn't matter if you squish the ends because you're not going to see that once it's all covered up. Okay.
Just going to pop that there for everybody to see.
Okay. You just go around.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's just so simple with these shapes. What you can do with polymer clay, you look at it and you think, oh, what can I do with that? But once you start experimenting, that's all I've ever done with polymer clay. I never went to lessons. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have books when I first started.
But you just played around
I just
with it?
played and found out the one that I did last week, the lapis lazuli, and I did the soutache thing. The lapis lazuli was just, I just got some gold flakes and I had some blue clay, and I thought, I wonder what happens if I chop it in.
And it ended up looking like lapis lazuli.
Yeah, but now when you go on the internet, you'll see there's other people
have done it
as well, because we've obviously all developed it individually. So imagine I've gone all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to build up my second layer, and it's like building a wall. Just overlap where you put the first ones. Okay. It's actually better that these aren't textured. You can see it a little bit better. Okay.
I like it not textured.
Yeah, I suppose you could do it in different colours as well. If you, what you could do is if you did a Skinner blend and did cut the things out, you could do it graduated colours.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Now my mum used to do fondant models for cakes. Fondant, is that what I'm talking about? Yeah. And she used to make little people and stuff, and this is the sort of thing she would do. Can I incorporate what you're doing into my fondant cake decorating, do you think? I mean, because I think sometimes polymer clay looks so good you want to eat it.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks amazing. And you see all these cake makers out there at the moment, and I think, actually, do you know what? You can probably take some skill from polymer clay and put it into that, couldn't you?
Well, a lot of I've got a couple of friends who do polymer clay who are actually into cake decorating, and they've got into polymer clay because it's the same sort of...
Very similar, isn't it? Yeah.
In fact, a lot of the cutters, I've got this big box of cutters at home, and they're full of polymer clay cutters, and they're full of cake cutters and anything I can get my hands on, basically. So you basically just go all the way around. I'm only doing this bottom bit just so, because I don't want to go...
Now you're lifting it a little bit away from the others.
I'm just lifting it a little bit, yeah. What I normally do is before I put it in the oven, I just sort of go around and make sure they're not touching, because I want them to stand up a little bit. I did one for my sister for Christmas last year, but I did it all lying down, and I had a vintage button, and I put the vintage button in the middle.
Oh,
and
mixed mediums, I love that.
So...
I bet your sister's always getting you to make her things, isn't she?
Yeah. I've actually got her some. I can't say because she's probably watching, so I can't say what I've got. I think she probably guessed, but I can't really.
You've got something cool for Christmas?
I've got her something cool for Christmas, yeah. So
I can't wait for that day.
I can't tell you at the moment, but
it's not a pony pip. Although if you do want to give her a pony, I could have one or a pig. I've got both.
Pig.
Does she want a pig? I know she does.
They've got a big garden.
She needs a pig.
Yeah.
If anybody out there does want or can help me with the pig, I'm very worried about it. Facebook me, please.
I think she would disown me if I gave her a pig.
She wouldn't. She'd love you forever. Anne's sister is actually. I can feel the vibes. Yes, she wants a pig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, you get a pig. Okay.
What's her name again?
Jean.
I knew that. Jean. I know.
Right. So I've got. Imagine I've sort of. You can either do it all the way up, or like I've done in this one, I've gone round. So it's up to you. You can do it in a V shape. It's whatever you want to do.
Whatever you feel like on the day.
This is just the way I've interpreted it. You can do it a completely different way.
Well, that's the great thing about making your own jewellery. That's the point of it. You do it your way.
That's it. So once you're happy with that, and you've put, this is just a little swirl of clay that I've had left over, and I've swirled it round and put it in the middle.
Did you do a little that freehand, or
just
did you
just a little freehand? Yeah, just a little freehand, and just put it in the middle. I won't do it in this one because I haven't got anything to put.
And in the ring, you in fact put a gemstone in the middle, which I love.
I'll show you. I was really stupid. Myself.
I thought you'd just glued it.
No, I normally put in, if I'm doing a ring, the liquid clay, because it acts like a glue, and I forgot. So I thought, well, what I'll do is once I bake it, I'll take it out and I'll glue it in. And I forgot to do that as well.
Don't worry.
So this is the ring that I made.
You were working under a time pressure. Your neighbour was not answering the door.
I was having a bit of a nightmare. What I did was, I live in an 18th century cottage that has stone floors all the way through the bottom.
Ooh, brr.
And I dropped this, it's a blue quartz faceted drop, and I dropped it on the floor and the end shattered.
But it's all right.
But it's okay. I kept it and put it in the middle of this ring.
Fantastic.
So even if you've got some gemstones that have maybe got damaged,
I drop things on a minutely basis, so I could use these.
You could use that, and that was why I just put it in there, because I thought, well, I can use it again. It's not, I can't use it in a necklace, but I can use it in a ring, and you could do the same with silver clay. All I did was I did the same sort of thing. I put a little bit of clay. If I actually take that out, you can see the back. This is quite advantageous actually, taking it out. You can see the back. I just made a little dome of clay, okay?
Yeah.
And then put it into the ring. I actually baked it in with the ring like that, and then put my leaves round. I made an indent into where I wanted the stone to go, but I didn't bake it with the stone in it, and then I just glued the stone in.
Oh, perfect. What a beautiful brooch that would make as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you did a slightly bigger one. In fact, if you use the Carantha mould, the circle from the Carantha mould, it's a good size for doing a brooch. I think that one might be a little bit big, but the round Carantha mould, yes, that would be great.
Okay, perfect.
So that was what I did for the ring. So it's me, I forgot to glue it in. So that's come out the oven, and it will look like that when it comes out the oven. Okay, I'll move these out the way.
Look at now, when you bake it, the sparkles come out even more, don't they?
They do, yeah, they do.
That's so cool. Have a look at this. When it comes out of the oven, this is how it's going to look. And look at that. Isn't it great? Do you glaze yours, or are you just going to rub over them?
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over with the gleams at the moment, and then once I'd finished with the gleams, I would just give it a little coat with varnish, give it a little polish, and then a coat of varnish, and it just stops.
Just polymer clay varnish that's available on our website.
That's fine. That's fine. I love these.
So do I. I'm
just
obsessed with those.
Well, see, it's my colours. And I kept having to apologise to people on Facebook, saying, I'm really sorry I've made something out of blue again.
Oh,
I'll make
don't apologise. We love it.
Another colour.
You will get these in your kit. Now, they're the 3 colours. They're the peacock gleams. And I am so mad on peacocks. I'm obsessed with them. A lovely lady sent me a peacock scarf, which I've only just received, which I absolutely love. So if that was you, you know you are. Thank you. I love it. Also, I've got a model of a peacock that Alan Fox did for me, and Mark sent me a beautiful card which I could never throw away. It's a beautiful peacock. I love it. Yeah, they're just amazing colours, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you've got your paintbrush out. I do mine with my fingers
because, as you can see, because some of these are actually underneath the ones on top. I want to get the colour actually underneath.
Okay.
So what I would start off with is the darker colour. I'm just going to use my paintbrush. Okay, and I'm just going to, it's difficult to see from this angle, and I'm just going to put it on like that. Okay, so there you go.
So you're just painting it on with your paintbrush?
I'm just painting it on, yeah. You could use, if you didn't have a paintbrush, this is just...
Do you wet that ever?
I do sometimes, it does. These are a little bit because these are new ones. Mine have been well worn, and I get some water into them and mix it around, so it ends up a little bit like a paint. So just paint it on. I say these ones are
and I cannot tell you, the smell is just divine. Now we've had a question from Yvonne. She's asking, can you use the same tools for polymer clay and silver art clay without cross-contaminating?
Well, what I normally do is baby wipes.
Okay, so but you can still use clean them.
I use the same tools. The only thing I keep separate is I've got 3 clay rollers that I use for my polymer clay, and I use one for different colours. I've got one for just red and one for just whites.
Why is that?
The white,
they might mark them.
Yeah, the white is very, very sensitive. Even if you think you've got clean hands and you start working with white clay, it can sometimes end up really...
This is a brilliant tip.
Yeah.
So if you're finding the same thing, get another clay roller. I'm going to give you a great deal on a clay roller later.
Yeah.
So you can use the same tools.
I use all the tools that I've got here. I just use baby wipes, and when I finish working, I wipe them all down with baby wipes because it has an oil in it that stops your tools rusting. If you wash them,
oh, how lovely! They will rust.
They will rust, yeah. So
even scissors, if you put them in your dishwasher.
Yeah,
and I've been guilty of that.
Yeah.
Everything. If it can go in, if it looks like it'll fit in the dishwasher, it's going in there.
You just like to experiment with white goods, don't you?
Yeah.
So
what did Pip's just saying to us? Jenny in Yorkshire. It's a good name, Jenny. Is there anything you can do if you? Oh, we just said that, didn't we? If your gleamer's dried out.
I use a little bit of water.
Yeah, a bit of warm water.
Just a little bit of warm water.
Don't put it in the microwave.
No, don't put it in the microwave. I think it's all I've ever used is water.
Yeah, I've done the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually, if I'm going to use them, I'll carry them around in my pocket, in my jeans, to keep them warm, get them a little bit warm, and then I'll just
put them on a dish with a bit of warm water. You know, like you heat a baby's
yeah,
bottle
like
sometimes.
I call it a bain marie or something like that.
Yeah,
that sort of thing. Yeah, that would
that
work.
might work
as well.
if you filled up or just even a bowl with some warm water and popped it in there. That might work, mightn't it? I might try that.
I'm quite lucky where I live. My little studio is quite a good temperature, so things stay
nice
okay
and warm.
in there. Yeah, in
nice
there.
And warm. Stick it on top of the Aga. That's the other thing I do.
This paintbrush is not. And then what I do is I just go around. I want to build the colour up from a dark colour up to the lighter colours. This is actually breaking up this one because it's brand new. Because it's okay.
Keeping it nice and warm. See, I sometimes get my finger in there and really rub it around, and then it's
you
good.
You can
isn't
do
it?
that as well.
But then it does stay on your finger.
I know.
It just smells amazing.
It does. It reminds me of shoe polish from when I was little. There you go. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's gone a bit better. And then the green. Okay.
Oh, so you're just using your fingers there?
Yeah, it's just the outside ones. It's just because this paintbrush is driving me nuts. So.
Just dabbing, dabbing, dabbing.
Just dabbing. Yep. What you want to do is just highlight the
textures.
Where you've had the textures, yeah. And just do it. You can do it randomly, or you can do it like I did on this one, where I did it from dark.
I can see exactly
light.
what you've done. You're so organised that you've colour graduated your gleams.
Yeah.
You and Mark Smith should get together. Look at that. And the texture that you've used was one that you made at home, or was it one you got from here?
This was one that I had in the house, and to be honest with you, I don't know where I got it. I've had
looks
it for
very
years.
similar to the ones that are the animal print ones for Natalia's, the Walk on the Wild Side Natalia ones. It does look like those, if I'm honest. So go and grab those if that's the ones you want. Of course, Anne saying to us earlier that you can make your own. If you've got your liquid polymer clay, you can make your own moulds, bake them, and then you've got them there. You just press your clay into them. So if there's a specific thing that you want, good availabilities of the texture sheets on the website. If you speak to the call centre, they'll be able to guide you in the right direction.
I'm always going around charity shops looking for things that I can embed in clay that I can get patterns from. Bottoms of glasses, you know, anything like that.
Anything you find, never throw anything out. You're a true crafter.
I am, yeah.
Never bags of random items, bits of ribbon that you've cut up.
And you keep finding things going, why have I kept that?
Yeah, because you have. And then you'll come back, you'll get rid of it and you'll be like, I know, I've got, I threw it out.
Yep, I've done that before. So that's all I've done. And I would go all the way around until it ended up like that. Okay.
I love that. It's such an amazing focal point to your jewellery. Isn't that gorgeous?
And so you don't have to use these colours. If you got some of the other gleams, I'll tell you, this colour here that I've mixed, if you've got the other gleams from the website, this colour goes fantastic with the copper.
Yes, it does. And the antique bronze looks amazing.
Yeah, it's very good with that.
Great with gold as well. Really good with gold with the Egyptian look.
Yeah.
I love that.
So that's how you make that. And then I did want to do some things with the cord, but as I say, I was time constraints, but I think it goes really well with
it does go well with the cord that you got as well.
With the gemstones. But if you saw me last week and you got the bundles last week and you did the lapis lazuli, these two cords here, the blues, you could macrame the beads if you made the beads from last week with those colours.
So you could always pop that through there.
Yeah, you could actually. Yeah,
very simple one, couldn't you?
Yeah,
could go through there if I can get it in.
It's me. I've sort of maybe made it a little bit.
No, I think that's good because then it hides everything, doesn't it? I'd need to snip the end, but then I could just hang it from there. It'd be so easy, or plait it even. Actually, a plait would be more solid, so it'd go through better.
Yeah.
And so you've done the ring as well with the gemstone.
Yeah, I've done the ring with the gemstone. And the other one I did was I used the black and the silver. And the only thing different I did with that one is I used this mould here.
Which piece of jewellery am I looking at? Have we got it?
Where's it gone?
Black and silver, Benji, where's that?
The one on the silver chain.
Oh yeah, with all the chain. Where's that
Yeah.
gone?
It was there.
It's behind you. No, it's not. They're all looking like this at the sky.
We found it. There you
Oh,
go.
Peter, you're a little tea leaf, so you are.
Now all I did with this one was, if I can just turn it round, is I just used this shape here, this
Oh,
one,
yeah.
okay? And then when, I say I've textured the back of this one, but when I put the backing on it, instead of baking, I baked in the bail, but I also baked in 2 jump rings
Oh,
down there.
so that you could add.
So I could
Chain.
add, yeah.
How cool is that?
So that was the only difference on that one. And then I built it up,
It's amazing.
and then added the chain. And I
Love
only
it.
used one of the gleams. I only used that one.
Because the black, did you use mainly black
It was the
polymer clay
black.
and then the green?
It was that colour.
And
I
then it's the
used-
gleam, it just
Yeah,
literally
it was that colour.
transforms it.
I used that colour and that gleam, and that was the effect that you got. It was just the 2. That was all.
And you bake without the chain and add the chain.
Yeah, I
on.
did the chain later. Yeah.
And the bail's in there as well. I can
I
smell
baked the
those
bail.
gleams. They're
I
just
know.
wicked, aren't they? They're fabulous.
But that was the only difference on that one. And say there's so many different shapes. To say the one I did want to make, the sort of bird shaped one. You could do that. There's
Next
just
time, listen, we've got a lifetime with you. If,
yeah.
if you'll have us.
Yeah.
Good news has just been delivered in my ear, and it's not in the studio yet, but we do have the texture sheets.
Ooh.
Have we got a picture of them? They're at the bottom of your screens, and it's the Artisan Explorer texture sheet for £10.95.
That's good. That's very good.
We're not sure. Ryan's just looking for a picture of them for you, but you can get it on the website. AYPQ77 is your item code. There are loads more on the website if you want them. I've got to smell this. It's coming out. A, not R. A. He's like, oh, it's A. He's got him. He's got him.
It's got 'em.
Have you got it? Yeah, baby, he's got it. Ooh,
Oh yeah,
those
that
are
would,
nice ones,
yeah,
aren't they?
that would be nice.
That looks like chocolate, though.
Yeah.
Pip. It makes me hungry.
Should have brought some.
I love chocolate. Do you? Why do we? I wish I hated
I
it.
know, I'm the same.
And chips and crisps. Oh, why do we like them? We love
Because
them.
they're bad.
I know.
they're
What is that
naughty.
about? Why don't they just take them away forever? It's not fair, is it? Now I'm going to go over the kits for you. We are limited stock on quite a lot of items that I've given you already. Thank you so much, Anne.
You're welcome.
And whilst you're checking out your baskets, let's give to you the polymer clay bundle that you needed to grab this kit. You get, I've taken the gleams out like a monk of cheese. You get your cutters, you get your moulds. Let's move everything over here so I'm right in front of you. You've got your cutters, you've got your moulds, you've got your peacock gleams, which Anne and I are absolutely obsessed with. Full instructions with those caption moulds as well. And you get your 3 polymer clay colours. You've got your peacock pearl, you have got your silver, and you've got your black. All of this for just £24.95. Then previously to that, I gave you the little extras kit, which was, let's get all this out of the way. We've got so much going on. We've got so much luggage. This is like my kitchen. Everything's everywhere. Everything's everywhere. It's like my house. It's
Yeah.
not. Wow, it's not. But
Mine's just been overtaken by polymer clay at the moment.
yours is covered in polymer
yeah,
clay.
it's just everywhere at the moment. Every room's
I like
got
the sound of
something
your
in it.
house though.
It's
Now, that's your clay essentials, and then I've got for you, no, this is your clay essentials, sorry. You've got your peacock coloured cords. Again, I've had a little bit of an open of those. You've also got your beading materials, your monofilament, your elastic, your beading thread, 2 strands, and you've also got, these are great for any for lots of mixed mediums. You've got your polymer clay bales. They're also great for friendly plastic, great for jewel enamel, resins and such not. That was a new made up phrase, and I'm going to run with it. You've got your ring bale as well, and you've got your 2 gemstones. Don't forget, if you're shopping with us today, 1 P&P is all that you have to pay. Pop something in your basket. We're never going to pay. We're never going to charge you any more than that 1 P&P of £2.95, even if you got something as heavy as this little beauty here, which is the next thing I'm going to give you the details of. On its own, this is £14.95, but today I'm going to give you the clay roller, the baking tray. Don't forget to take the acetate sheet, out of the centre of that, and I'm going to give you your blades. And you know, like Anne said, she's got 3 of her rollers for 3 different colour sorts. She uses one specifically for white, just in case there's a tiny bit of colour left, and then that doesn't leave it bright white anymore. So maybe that's something you're thinking, I'm going to do. I am going to do that. Well, if you are, come and grab this deal. On its own, don't forget that clay roller is $14.95, but you can buy the whole set for $14.95 today. Oh, sorry, it should have been $29.95. Pip just said $29.95. I was like, it was not. He was like, no, that's what it should have been. $29.85. Sorry, Pippindor. You get all of this for $14.95. I was like, no. You cannot up the price. That is not happening. $14.95. Please don't forget to keep interactive with us today. Send us a little Facebook message. You can tweet us. We are jewellery_maker. You can also send us an email. We're studio@jewellerymaker.com, or a text. Text the quickest way to get through to the studio, I think. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Lorraine in Dorset says she's going to use this technique to make a brooch. Lorraine, send us in a photo, my darling. I'd love to see that.
Yeah,
bit of Dorset
nice.
in the background wouldn't go amiss either, would it? I love Dorset, I do. It's just lovely, isn't it? Now, we are going to go back over to the centre because I've got lots more goodies to give you. Well, you get ready for the next bit. And we're going to go over. And we've got some stunning strands today. I really, really want to show you. I really, really want to show you the spinel I've got coming up later on in the bronzite as our star buys, because they're stunning. Now, these are mirror graduated. I am absolutely delighted to bring you this strand. I'm so glad I've got this, because normally it's me on the morning show and Lucy in the afternoon show, but I'm so glad, because I'd have been gutted if I didn't have this in my show. I love it. We've not seen anything like this, and I'm just looking at this thinking, I need this in a ring. I need this in a cluster. I need this as a focal point. I want to prong set it. I think it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Brand spanking new, never been seen before. Totally Christmas, darlings. Totally Christmas. Look at that. Wow, look at the colours. There's bronzes, there's golds. Oh, I love it. That is an absolute must-have, especially with those peacock colours. I've also got a beautiful strand of bronzite. Now, if you look at this strand on the website, I don't think it looks anything like it does in real life. Do you, Pip? You know, like I said to you, that does not look like the same strand. Looks a million times deeper in real life. It is so gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. You've got all that texture. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at those facets. Now, right now, I'm going to give to you. Can I do the box? Can I do the box? Can I do the box? Thank you. Oh, you don't want us to do the box yet? No, says Pippindor. Let's go for some gemstones. All right, I'll do that. Let's go to... Yes, let's do this, Pip. Can we do this? Please, please, please. Thank you. Right, okay. Right, this will be perfect for the design we've just seen. Starry skies. Now, you've got your glaze. We were talking to Anne earlier about glaze, and this is what we're talking about. To bring your pieces to that shiny look, you don't have to bring all pieces to it, but a lot of pieces look amazing with the glaze on it. Now, a little goes a long way. You just use a normal little paintbrush to paint over the top, and you literally use a tiny, tiny, weeny amount of this. Anne, how long should I get out of my glaze?
Oh, I've got some that have been going for about 18 months.
Wow, so you really do use minimal amounts of it, which is why it's in a smaller tub.
Yeah.
Do I need to treat it in any special ways? Does it go in the fridge or?
No, I've just got mine sitting on the shelf in my little studio. I've got the satin one as well and the gloss, and use them for different things.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this glitter?
I'm going to be using it later on.
That's
lovely.
Now that, I want to use it on my eyelids too, Pip. It's amazing. I want a dress made out of this. I will feel like Beyonce. This is diva glitter. That's what it should be called. Do you love it as well, Ben? Ben's open mouth. Do you love it?
Yeah.
I literally love this. This is the best. Do you know it's like it's like an actual firework. It's like an actual firework. Yesterday I took talking of David Bowie, they were just going, I took my son to a shop yesterday, a clothes shop, and he wanted a Bowie t-shirt, which is in his actual size, because Nana has been telling him about Bowie. Now, you've got a Bowie tattoo. Have you actually, Ben? Is this another one of your new ones?
Yeah,
Are we allowed to show your tattoo?
it's just a lyric from Diamond Dogs.
Oh, it's just a little. Is it because your parents are Bowie mad as well?
I think they are.
My parents were Bowie mad, so we've had that a lot. And my cousin is very good friends with Zowie Bowie, also known as Duncan. You're not allowed to call him Zowie. Not allowed to call him Zowie, he doesn't like it. There we go. Anyway, we're not allowed to talk about Bowie anymore. Now, you've got this. Well, it's that amazing glitter, isn't it? It's just fantastic. I love that. And then look at this one. Oh, Peacock-a-lula, she's my baby. Have a look at this. Oh, I accidentally spilt it all over the desk. Oh, look at that. Oh, look. Oh, look. Glitter mountain. Oh, how lovely. How lovely is that? I feel like I'm in Emerald City. Haven't we got one of those little scoopy things I could assist you in getting it up with, or shall I use my fingers?
It's not gonna work.
Look at that. Do you know why I had to do that? Because I had to do that. Now, I'm going to do the same with this one. Come out here and stop me, why don't you? Look at this. There you go. Now you can see how wonderful it is. Can you see all those colours? Aren't they absolutely beautiful? Look at the golds. I will be tidying that up, don't worry. So you have got that beautiful blue. And this is blue translucent. Talk to me about that, Anne. Blue translucent.
I'm going to be using that actually in the next bundle. It's great for mixing with your other translucents if you want to get a gradient. I use translucents for like see-through beads and things like that.
Will it be see-through?
Not when you bake it. It actually goes quite a dark blue when you bake it, but if you mix it down with just your white translucent, you can get effects like sea glass and things like that.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to give you gemstones as well. This is great for fusioning soutache and polymer clay actually, which of course we've seen done. Beautiful blue quartz. Look at those colours. Look at those lovely glitters all over the desk as well. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that glorious? I'm the kind of nightmare mother that's like, yeah, let's paint. Yeah, let's cut things up when I'm at my sister's house or my mum's house, never at my own. VHG C85. Get creative. And it is things like this that you just want to get them out. You want to mix them up. You want to sprinkle fairy dust all over it. These glitters as well are Jewellery Maker specific. They're a really great shape. And which is a really strange thing to say when it comes to glitter, but actually it does make a difference. The way these are shaped, and they're tiny, really wee particles, aren't they? That makes a difference. Not like the big chunky glitter that you see, because that doesn't bake well.
No, I just thought of another way you could use them actually. If you put them onto a sheet of clay, cut out the little shapes that I showed you and make that pendant, but with the leaves with the glitter on them.
Beautiful, because when you put these glitters on, literally,
they just,
believe me,
yeah,
it looks like a gown.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a fabric. It's amazingly beautiful. So let's give you a price tag. Lots of you loving this one. Sorry, lots of text messages about me pouring glitter all over the place. Starry skies, gorgeous. 6mm rounds of blue quartz and white howlite. Your glaze. Let's move that over there so you can see your gemstones. There you go. Look at all that lovely glitter. All of this for just $14.95. That really is a wonderful price. Like, you've got all of this. Your glaze goes on and on and on. 2 fabulous glitters, Jewellery Maker specific, and you can really get glittery with this. Let us know. Are you a fan of glitter? I mean, I poured quite a lot on the desk there, much to Ben's horror, but I've still got absolutely stacks in the pot. See, it goes on and on and on. I won't spill it any further. What we need is one of those little mini hoovers. Now, after the break, we are going to continue to give you more wonderful demos with the fabulous Anne. So right now is the time to relay any of your questions. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Please don't forget, people are asking, will I get the extended money back guarantee on polymer clay? Yes, until the 31st of January. Next year. Let us know what you're loving. We have got some competitions coming up in today's show. Right, for now, we'll be back after this.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters, and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments, and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 PM on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out.
It's clean. There's no more glitter on the desk.
Everywhere.
It's fine. It's fine. I like being glittery.
It's gonna kill me.
There you go. Now, your girlfriend's going to ask you why you got glitter all over your face. What are you going to say about that, Ben?
This keeps happening after work.
This keeps happening.
Stop believing this.
You've been snogging Tinkerbell after work, haven't you? Now, I am going to give to you a wonderful soutache bundle. I love soutache. I'm majorly behind it. And can I ask you, do you do traditional soutache as well as polymer clay soutache?
No, I've never done. I haven't got much patience for sewing.
But you do it with polymer clay?
I do it with polymer clay, yeah.
So if you are looking into soutache and you want to try out both mediums, I'm going to show you both because it is something that's very fashionable, isn't it? And it's something that everybody's doing right now, definitely trending on soutache. This one here is with polymer clay, and I'm going to give you some opportunities to buy cabochons later so that you can in fact create something just like this. But if you're feeling a little bit itchy fingered and you do want to get into actual soutache, then you can have a look at this. And so who was it posted on Facebook? Yes, oh, it was Hannah Oxbury. Posted on Facebook, a bridal gown started off with soutache. Oh my gosh, really? I almost felt like I wanted to get married. That's how beautiful it was. Look at this.
That's lovely.
I mean, it's just stunning, isn't it? I'm talking to you about an ancient technique that dates back. I mean, Edwardian pieces had, I say pieces, I mean costume, I mean furnishings, soutache, lots and lots of soutache. It is of course a technique still used to this day and from long time ago into army uniforms. I say army, I want to say a different word. Military is what I wanted to say, yes. Came out as army, I meant military. Now, I'm going to give you the 2 soutache cords. Now, I have got involved in soutache a little bit, slowly coming on, and I do love it. And I've got to say, all right, it takes time. Is it difficult? Not at all. I promise you that. Now, I am rubbish at knitting. Why can't I do it? I do a line, can't do, I cannot grasp knitting. But soutache, yes, because it's just basic stitch. If you can do the innie-outie stitch, a running stitch. My daughter told me yesterday, she heard me on TV saying innie-outie stitch. She went, running stitch, it's called a running stitch. Running stitch, then you can do it. Now, this soutache cord, against any other soutache cord, we talk about home furnishings and things like that, that's got its own specific soutache cord to it. And I was asking, my dad actually can do soutache, and he does it for furnishings and things like that. And his cord is much thicker because he does massive pieces of soutache. Now, this is Jewellery Maker specific. It's been put together by the Beadsmith, and Beadsmith do run soutache competitions. Have you seen the competitive pieces? Our Jenny Argyle does get involved in those. Now, what's important about soutache cord is that it has the ditch in the centre. The centre is where you're stitching into. That's why when we're soutaching, we do a little thing like this: stitch the ditch, stitch the ditch. Little tune I made up, and it does help me along the way. Stitch the ditch. That's what you got to do. It'll go through like butter. If you're getting a little bit of resistance on your needle, it's because you're not in the ditch. So you're getting those 2 lovely colours. We're calling this cappuccino, and then you're going to get some beading cords. So a lovely plait to put your pendant on. So you've got those there as well. Then I'm going to give you some soutacheable gemstones. One of these is probably going to be, might be a little bit too big for your soutache. So what we're giving you this one for is to bead onto, perhaps with your beading thread, and then put your soutache piece on. Then I'm going to give you the 2 perfect strands, I think, for soutaching. And you can see actually little pearls used here. Because pearls have a smaller drill hole, they're great when you're using a needle and thread, because you can pretty much work with the knowledge that your needle is going to go through there if you've got a nice fine needle. You're going to get beautiful Botswana agate and gorgeous gold pearls. Don't you just feel like there is such a Georgian combination of colours here? This is very period drama. I almost can see a man in a white wig with a fake beauty spot on his face. That's how period drama it is. You know, I love that. I do love that kind of thing. I love it. Don't you? Aren't you just totally obsessed with period dramas? Anything like that, I've got to say, right up my street. I love it.
Yeah, me too. I love those sort of things.
It's so, do you know what though, Anne? I do think we've sort of lost the romance a bit with all of this, what they call disposable fashion now.
Yeah.
We've lost the romance behind fashion a little bit, haven't we? Because it used to be about signs of wealth and style and these amazing just embellishments into your costume. I love this bundle. I am a big fan of soutache. If you're wondering, what is soutache? How do I get involved? Well, you know what? You can go onto our website where the wonderful Lyndall does talk us through such a fabulous tutorial. She's very methodical and in fact, she does make that light bulb go off. We've also got the fabulous competitive Jenny Argyle who does compete in soutache. If that's something that you're looking towards doing, then do grab our DVD, £4.95. We started with the basics and we will be working up with more. We have got some workshops in the pipeline for January. If you'd like to get yourself booked in on those, please talk to the call centre 0800 644 655. Brand new today, 2 soutache cords, and your soutache cords are 3 yards, which is 2.75 metres. You've got your 2 reels of beading thread. You've got your gold pearls, your Botswana agate, which is 6 mil. About 6 mil is what you want to work up to, and the pearls could be a focal point in the centre, couldn't they? Brand new today, YEGC39 is your item code. All of this, and believe me, you will get reams and reams of soutache out of that soutache cord for under £20. And £19.95 with that extended money back guarantee. If this is a Christmas present for somebody, pop the DVD in as well if it's a brand new medium. It's only £4.95 and is available on our website or by having a little chittle chattel to the call centre. There is of course free downloads and there are free tutorials on our YouTube site, so do subscribe to us on YouTube, Jewellery Maker. Press subscribe and all the day shows will come up on YouTube. We have now got limited with this and there's lots of you on the phone lines. It's great to have your company here today. We're limited stock. Now, I'm going to give to you some more opportunity to buy something gorgeous. We're going to give you a section now called Fondant Fancies, which next time you do this, Pip, you're going to have to actually supply us with Fondant Fancies.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, how can I make a fair comparison? Fondant Fancies, I love them. Do you know you can get a giant cake that is just a Fondant Fancy in a certain supermarket?
Really? Oh, you have to tell me that later.
I know. Amazing. Any colour as well, any colour. Now, I'm going to give to you. Doop, doop, doo, doo, doo. Oh, I love this, Pip, I love it. Pink coated quartz faceted rounds, perfect for Shambhala, perfect for little, oh, do you know what? It's the facets. The cut's beautiful. Have a look. Cut's absolutely stunning. If you get really up close and personal to these, you'll see what a breathtaking cut. Is this Gems of Distinction, Pippindor? It is. Well, you can tell, can't you? Look at that cut. Isn't it just... Oh my gosh, these are glowing. Do you know what this reminds me of? Pink champagne. It's that colour, isn't it?
They're beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love these. Can you see that clarity? Stunning. Absolutely breathtaking. Now I love these dropping from a gorgeous pair of long earrings. These are just gonna, do you know what? I would actually treat these as individuals, Anne, would you?
I just want at the bottom because they need light.
Definitely.
They're beautiful.
This is the nicest pink quartz I've ever seen. The facets are literally mind-blowingly beautiful. I just want to take it, look at the glow. Look at that stunning, stunning glow. Now, can you imagine how long, there is a very slight graduation I can see here, but that's not reflected on your, can I just have a ruler, please, so I can have a look, because I think these are slightly graduated. Do you think that these are slightly graduated? I think they are. Have a look. Do you think they are? Is it just me? They're just 9mm. I thought they look like they've gone slightly bigger, look. No? Is it me? It could be me. Could be me. Do you think they look slightly graduated or not? It's me, isn't it?
They look okay on the screen.
It's me. I can't, do you know what? I can't see straight, can I? I've only got limited vision. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 on your strand. I'm actually just thinking, Anne, these would be beautiful in a ring, because I want to see these.
Yeah.
You know, it's lovely to have them as earrings. I want to see them. I think these are just simply breathtaking. If you love them too, get yourself on the phone lines. This section of today is called Fondant Fancy. EHRU88 is your item code, and these are coming to you at just £14.95. They're mystic coated, they're faceted beautifully, and they are gems of distinction, so they come on a tasseled strand. The clarity is out of this world. That glow of colour, stunning, just stunning. 130 carats, I can confirm, it's just been confirmed, these are all 9mm. It's me with me wonky eyes. They're all 9mm, gorgeous rounds. £14.95. Now I'm going to give to you lavender amethyst hexagons. Now these row up beautifully. If you've got your bead loom, you like puzzling these together. They remind me of honeycombs. They also make me want to eat honey when I see these. Have a look at that colour. It's tranquil, beautiful. Isn't that divine? Where would you put these, Anne?
You know the grey slabs that you showed earlier on?
Yeah.
I think they would go really nice because of the shape. I think they would go really nice together.
They do. The colour is gorgeous.
Yeah. And because they're geometric shapes.
Do you do a lot of this geometric beading?
I do sometimes. I sort of like, I'm of two camps, like organic, and I like very sort of straight ordered lines as well.
So these would be great for your stash because of that.
Yeah.
They've made quite nice stud earrings actually as well. A lot of people are asking for stud earrings now. They're coming right back into fashion, aren't they? But also I think they'd be great on the end of a tassel, and it would make a nice contrast to the rounds that we're used to putting at the end of a tassel. How lovely that they puzzle together so nicely. AJGP16. lavender amethyst. Of course, amethyst is February's birth gemstone as well, and I think it's instantly recognisable. And we're going to give you such a wonderful price tag for these. If we're talking about value, here it is for you. At just £9.95, under £10 is a great, great deal for amethyst. It is a birth gemstone. 0800 644 655. You're there on the phone lines for this. It is a free phone number. If you're dialing from a UK landline, AJG P16. Do you know, amethyst is probably one of our most popular gemstones. Don't miss out on this deal at all, because if you do, once it's gone before Christmas. We can't guarantee anything we're giving you now. We cannot guarantee back before Christmas time. At under £10. Shall I count them for you in case these are going to be pairs? Oh, I'll be here for ages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, I'll count half and then double it. Why don't I do that? 40 on your strand. No, well, that's what I've got on mine, so you should have the same on yours, there or thereabouts. Always 150 carats. AJG P16. Now, let's give to you. I think, again, these would look great. These puffy ovals, beautiful in the centre of soutache, nice and thick edges. And if you are going to do the polymer clay soutache, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Was this you or Debbie that did this?
I think it was Debbie that did that one, yeah.
Now, Debbie's used a very similar size, actually, in the centre of her polymer clay soutache. You see? So that would be wonderful with that, wouldn't it? Mm. We have got some cabochons coming up for you later. I actually think with the Dove Greys as well that we gave you. We've got any of these left, Pip? Because these are going with everything. Pip's going to have a look and see if these are, if we've got any of these left for you. I do think I've got some beautiful rose quartz. I do think those look heavenly together. That is so vintage. So vintage. Imagine this is the centre of your flower and those big petals around. That would look absolutely gorgeous, wouldn't it? These are great for shambhala. They're great as earrings. They're even again, like I was saying a minute ago, stud earrings. They're perfect for that. This is also great for brooches, centre of brooches. IAG P42 is your item code. Now these are big, they're 18 by 13 and they are just £8.45. Wouldn't these make amazing cufflinks as well? They would, wouldn't they? They're just such a gorgeous colour. Think about your verdigreeing with these. If you are, if you're getting our antique bronze findings, I love verdigreeing with those. Get the coating off before you verdigree though, or prime them. You can use your Swelligant primer because that works too. £8.45. Let's count them. I said I was going to count them and then I never did. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 on my strand you should have there or thereabouts for £8.45. Now, let's go. Can I do you mind if I do these? Thank you, Pip. Let's do these. Yeah, let's do these. A huge carat weight. Now, I launched these for you and most of them sold out, so I know we can't have much stock left. Most stock? They're all, yeah, very limited. Now, when I launched these, I was with Linda and she said to me, soutache, all over it. But also, Anne, how perfect are these in the centerpiece with major polymer clay elaborations?
Yeah, they'd be perfect for that.
Wouldn't they? Mm. These are going to look amazing with one of our star buys as well, because I've got a very vintage look. This star buy's coming up soon. Woohoo! Let me show you the sheer size of these absolutely beautiful pendants, and they're top drilled. So yes, they'll make a great flower, but they'll also make great drops. What would you do with these, Anne?
I would soutache them with my polymer clay, because they're such a good size. And it makes your polymer clay go a lot further as well when you've got a nice big stone. That's
a great point actually. It does make the other mediums that you're using go so much further. Yeah. I've got 12 on my strand. I've got to say, I'm going to say to you, these are very heavy. Do you know how else these look great? Gemma Crow always says to me, when you get a big pink gemstone like that, think about a little girl's bedroom and think about the think about when you've got a blind and a blind pull. Because how boring are those little white toggly things that they're not even pretty, are they? How pretty would these be? They'd be beautiful, wouldn't they? You'd pay a fortune for something like that as well. What about wire wrapping? Perfect for that. Perfect. Very limited stock. I know I launched these the other day with Linda. I'm pretty sure these are going to sell out today. You're very busy on those phone lines. KMG P61 is your item code. All of this for just £8.45. This is, you've got 12 pendants here. £8.45, I love it. I love that you're getting such a great deal. Well done to everybody that's already got theirs. It's, you know, hugely wonderful to have you on board. Don't forget to send in those text messages, not massages, or send us a massage. That would be lovely. Wouldn't it be lovely? My friend, who I don't live near anymore, sent me a tea bag in the post and a biscuit and said, "Miss our cup of teas." And I sent you one. I was like, that is so sweet. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it back and send her an Earl Grey. No. It was a nice thing to do, isn't it? Can I have a treat, can I? Thank you. Is it glitter? Is it glitter? Oh, I love these. Again, these are very, very, very vintage. I've actually got this strand. Do you know what I put them with? I put them with my pink Peruvian opal, and I'm talking to you about Peruvian opal now. Look at that colour. Now, to me, it's like a Roman goddess, this strand. Absolutely stunningly beautiful, very expensive looking. It just looks so Grecian, doesn't it? Now, I would absolutely put these with, oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous?
Beautiful colours. Sparkle.
That is stunning. Do you like vintage?
I do. Yeah, my sort of colours, coppers and bronzes, especially with my turquoise.
I love verdigris. I love steampunk. This fits in, doesn't it?
It does.
Have a look. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. Maybe you're a crafter and you're flicking through the channel on your way up to your craft channel. Stop! Look at this, you can jewellery make. Oh, I do card craft, but I do prefer jewellery making. I do, and it's nice to do both. It is. Do you do other crafts?
I've done a little bit of card making. A friend bought me a kit for Christmas one year, and I've done a little bit of it, but I always seem to go back to my clay.
Me too, I get.
Yeah.
But then you could put clay on cards
Yeah,
as
you
well.
can.
It's fun.
Yeah.
These are married together, aren't they? They just are wonderful. That's a marriage made in heaven. That is Brangelina right there. Now, and it also would look wonderful with the bronzite. It's so vintage. Opal, of course, is one of October's birth gemstones. And let's face it, how many of us, when we first started jewellery making, most of us started by unravelling a broken necklace and making it into something else because you love the gemstones. It then developed on and you start buying other things. How many of us thought we'd actually have the opportunity to work with real opal that we've purchased for the sole purpose of putting into our creations? This is a jeweller's gemstone, isn't it? Don't forget to download your certification of the gemstone to show your customers. You know, Gemma Crow had an argument with a lady about opals, and she said that opals don't come from Peru, they only come from Australia. And Gemma said, she was at a craft fair, she said, no, these are Peruvian opals. And the lady said, you're wrong, they only come from Australia. Gemma said, wait there. With the power of a search engine on her phone and with her certificate, she managed to show the lady, and the lady said, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. And she bought that because she said, I've got to buy it now, I've got to buy it. You know, always have that, because people might question you. RQG K37. Now, how much should you be paying for this? $39.95 ordinarily on a normal day? Great price, great price. $24.95. Fantastic, even better. Thank you, I'll take it. But no, today, for you, at just £19.95. What do you mean? What happened to the $19.95 we discussed earlier? Oh, you play by your own rules. Oh, Pip does Pip. Okay, all right, fine. $15.95. I know why, because the manager was listening. I know what you've been doing. I know what you're doing. Why don't you tell me, and then we're in sync. £15.95. Hannah Oxford's coming. Paula Bennett's coming. If they ask, it was $19.95. It's $15.95 because we love you. Well, Pip's naughty. RQG K37, 115 carats of Peruvian opal. These are 9x3 to 11x7 on the graduations. They should not be this price tag. They should be $24.95. We were then going to give it to you for $19.95, but now they're $15.95. You're crazy, Pippendor. You're crazy. You're crazy. You do get the extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January, because there's no such date as the 38th of January next year. Let's go high end. I feel a little bit high end now. Oh, Pip. Please, may I have my black board? Somebody. Because, oh my gosh, have you seen these in the flesh? Oh my word. Thank you, Peter. I have to say it like that because that's how they call me Da, Peter. Are you seriously telling me we've got, oh my gosh, this is the best ever. Look at the clarity. Look at this. You need it. You've got to have it. This is magic like mermaids, isn't it?
It's beautiful. I want it.
Are you serious? I mean, this is a natural strand of rainbow. The clarity is dropped to the floor gorgeous. I mean, nothing does it like this. You know how the sun beams into, if you've got those lovely light catchers and then it beams back through and you get all these colours? This is like a sunbeam. Are these brand new? Why haven't I seen them? I bet it was that Vicky Carr that launched them. I can see reds. I can actually see reds in this. Look. Okay, this is your last chance. They've been to air before, but this is the last remaining stock. Listen, I promise you with my hand on my heart, I'm even going to go to the length of taking away that black board, which would normally completely drown it with the white, and you will still get that amazing magic. Well, I call it magic. That's within. I can't look. I promise you, when you get this home, you're going to fall in love. This is like fairies are dancing inside. I love moonstone. The sound of it, moonstone. This is an 18cm strand. They're 2x1 to 8x3 on the graduate. Look at the red. I've never seen anything with such clarity. You absolutely have to have this. There's no two ways about it. If you miss out on this, you've missed out on the very best strand of rainbow moonstone. Get the certificate for this. Keep it for bridal. Keep it for your daughter's wedding. I don't care if it's in your drawer for 20 years. It's worth it. This is the sort of thing now. My daughter's only 12. I want this for her wedding day. Can I have this? Do you know what? Pip, I promise you that price tag is far too low. I would pay in the 40s for this. And would you agree with me, as a complete outsider, not working directly for us here at Jewellery Maker, do you think this is one of the most breathtaking strands you've ever seen?
It is absolutely stunning. I love moonstone, and I said to Lucy last week when we were on the show, I said that you can't really appreciate it on the screen when you see it in the studio, and it's exactly the same with that one.
Everybody says that, and I promise you it's the truth.
Yeah, I can see the colour sparkling from here.
Oh my word, you have to have this. There is no two ways about it. Anyone who's a big fan of a gemstone that gives you so much soul, it works so hard to give you such magical beauty. This is the most ethereal strand I've ever seen. You can see why they use this gemstone in the Lord of the Rings, can't you? I mean, there is a pure magic, I think it seems, that comes from these. And whether you believe in that or not, you know, I do. And this is the sort of strand I'd make a wish from. You know, this is ridiculous. Do you know, okay, I'm guessing $34.95. You have to have this. You have to have this. What else can you buy for less than £30 that gives you the beauty, the power that this strand does? You know what? If you're looking at bridal hair vines, we're seeing bridal hair vines for at least £100 out there that offer genuine gemstones. I'm giving you the opportunity now you really must not miss out on this strand. I promise you, with everything that I am, that this is the best moonstone I have ever seen. and I stand by that every day of the week. This is striking. It's an unforgettable strand. I definitely won't be forgetting it. £24.95. DOGZ18 is your item code. If you are joining the phone lines, you are joining a queue just approaching 2 minutes long. Stay where you are. Check out baskets if you are shopping with us online now. I can't believe that. We're going to go for a very quick break while Anne prepares for the next polymer clay demo. So we'll be right back, right on back after a very quick break. Oh, just before I go, you need to check out baskets or you could miss out on this strand. We'll be back after this.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 PM on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker is part of the Genuine Gemstone Company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine. But the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Join Jewellery Maker and guest designer Mark Smith for our long-awaited macrame workshop. Get to know the essential techniques and knotting formations to create these vastly popular designs. Learn square stitch, twist stitch, slip knot and much more. The full course includes a range of different threading materials, a selection of gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Welcome back. You're watching Designer Inspiration with me, Jenny Cleary, and the wonderful Anne, and you are indeed watching Jewellery Maker today. I have got you, before we give to you our next kit, I'm going to give you two perfect cabochons. Now, cabochons are, of course, a perfect addition to your collection if you are indeed working with soutache, but of course, and foremost today, with polymer clay. I'm just going to take away my little black velvety background. These are green agate, 100 carats in total, 50 carats each, and they are brand new. Brand new, never seen before. Now, aren't these reminding you of that cameo pendant? Don't you just love that colour? Aren't they stunning on brooches with some wire work maybe? Now, rose gold would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Now, Laura Binding, every time we got pendants in, she's like, will you ring me before you get cabochons in? I need more, because she tells us that our prices are the best. Look at that doming. Now, the other side is flat, so perfect if you are wire working, or imagine setting this into a big cocktail ring. It'd be so gorgeous. For me, I'd like to polymer clay over the edges of it. I would love to do some tiny seed bead embellishments around the edge. I would absolutely wire wrap these as well. I'd put these on a hat pin. I think these look amazing with peacock feathers to be pinned onto a hat. What would you do with a cabochon, Anne?
I could actually do the sort of technique that I did earlier on over the part of down one side. And sort of tailing round so it looked like a bird's tail coming round, something like that.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, I could do something
Brooches
like that.
are just wonderful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, if you are soutashing, if you are polymer claying, if you are thinking about friendly plastic, if you are thinking about shrink plastic, anything like that, then these are essential. Even if you're beading with your seedy beads, essential. A lot of you geometric beading at the moment, if you're making a watch style bracelet, perfect, absolutely. You can actually make your own bezel setting with polymer clay, can't you, Anne?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to give you these two, and the price, believe me, is literally perfect for two of these. Now, one, if I'm correct, I did a little bit of my own research, and earlier on, I think one of these is $6.95, but I'm going to give you both of them for $7.45. You're paying less than £1 for the other one. Two wonderful cabochon pendants for $7.45. Not drill holes, so they're perfect for you to go straight away if you want to just cage them. If you want to wire work them, you can put them back to back if you want to. Somebody did that the other day for a reversible pendant, and I thought it was a really good idea. She placed them back to back. Who was that did that? I can't remember, but I remember the idea. You are getting both, not just one. $7.45. Busy bees on the phone lines, 0800 644 655. Don't forget, again, you can shop with us online today. It's JewelleryMaker.com. You've got an extended money back guarantee of over 2 months. If you're shopping with us today, you've got until the 31st of January next year. PEGC59 is your item code. You are getting both for just $7.45. Use your debit card or your credit card to come shopping with us today. And remember, one P&P, even if you're going to get 2 or 3 of the polymer clay rollers, because that'd be a heavy package. Now, I'm going to give to you, actually these are, look, I'm just going to show you, let's just cage one a little bit, before I move on, because it was my intention to move on, and then I saw these. I mean, just doing that typical cameo surround, that's so pretty, isn't it? So vintage. So vintage. Right, I'm going to take that away, and I'm going to give to you our next designer inspiration. So you are getting wonderful colours here, and I think these are very earthy. You've got your greens and you've got those wonderful sandy tones as well. Aren't these great? Aren't these wonderful? You have got, I'm just trying to find the dimensions on these actually. Here we go. BIGC55 is your item code. Now, there we go. I've got it for you. You've got your Jasper 4mm rounds. And then the others look like 6mm rounds. So the Pitch Jasper 4mm, and then you've got your green Pitcher Jasper 6mm rounds. Then I'm going to give to you your polymer clay. I love this colour. Your beige. Do you use this a lot to mix colours with?
Yeah, I use it an awful lot in faux techniques like wood and bone and things like that.
Wood and bone?
Yeah.
What do you do that's bone?
I do sort of men's jewellery, things like that. You can use it in that.
Wow. See, polymer clay, there's so much you can do. Now you're also getting the translucent blue, and we were talking about that earlier. We're going to see that in its full glory in a moment. Then you're getting your white and your red. I'm also going to give you 98 findings with this kit. So you've got the gemstones there, you've got 98 findings, a metre of chain. You've got your 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks, your toggle clasps, your eye pins, your head pins, your jump rings, you've got your crimpy beads. Your crimp bead covers your flat donuts, your nautical clasp, your lobster claw clasp. Gosh, what else do you get? Loads. Your ribbon extenders with the with your ribbon ends with the extender cords, and of course a metre of chain, if I haven't said that already. Literally loads. Then you're going to get your beading material, and what I love about this is I prefer this when you get your chocolate beading thread with it as well. So you get your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament. BIGC55 is your item code. It's called Ayers Rock. Have you been there, Ben? Pippindall? No, not been to Ayers Rock. Just have to dream about it. It's called Ayers Rock, and I think it's going to be very popular indeed. If you bought this individually on our website, you'll be paying over £30. Well, we've bundled it for you, so you're getting better value. Shop with us today, because this bundle is only available during today's show. How about I give you all of this for just £19.95. You've got 98 findings, you've got 4 polymer clays, you've got 2 strands of gorgeous jasper in 6 and 8 mil. You've got your beading thread, your monofilament, and your elastic. 98 findings are yours as well, all for under £20. What a phenomenal deal. We're going to see some wonderful jewellery that the fabulous Anne has made up out of this very kit that her neighbour had in her house and wasn't in. And Anne was knocking and knocking. Was she at work?
I don't know where she was, but I didn't get it until really late. So
we'll have to make a note never to do that again.
Yeah.
There's 1 or 2 ways in which you can come and grab your kits by dialing the number on your screen, 0800 644 655, which is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline, or as always on our website, where there are a host full of wonderful, wonderful tutorials for free that you can download. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Let's get over to Anne, who's a true inspiration to us all, and see what else she's come up with polymer clay. Aren't we lucky now having 2 wonderful polymer clay experts? Have a look at Anne's jewellery and get yourself involved. I love the beads you've made for this kit in particular. I love this. Now, very Aztec. Oh, actually, I was thinking Native American as well.
Yeah.
Is that Pip's saying Art Deco?
What actually happened was I made a necklace for a friend going out to Australia, to Ayers Rock, and we were going to make it today, but we had a little bit of supply for the problems on the clay we were going to use, so they sent me some different clay, and then I had to sort of just adapt to what I was going to make. And this is what I came up with.
It is fantastic, you know. Yeah, I think this would look wonderful with feathers and things, reminding me of the big Indian headdresses.
Yes.
I think it's wonderful. Absolutely stunning. Look at this.
That's made using the translucent blue and the white.
Looks like a piece of Larimar.
That's what I was trying to do.
Was it?
That's what I was trying to do.
That looks like a piece of Larimar.
Yeah.
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
And all of these beads, and doesn't the jasper fit in well with your polymer clay beads? To me, these are reminding me of teepees and wigwams and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're a bit of fun and show people how to use maybe different shapes on the extruder that maybe not have used before.
I want to go and watch Dances with Wolves. Tonka. I want to go. I haven't seen that film in ages, and I've just realised my children haven't seen it. Yes, that's what we're going to do tonight, and it's all because of you. I love you. Now, you're going to show us how to create this Dances with Wolves piece. In fact, that's what I'm calling it now.
Yep. You want me to do that one first?
Well, no, you do whichever one you want to do.
What I was going to do was
we
were going to do show you how to do beads. Last week.
These ones,
yes. Last week I showed you how to do the lapis lazuli. It's a very similar technique, but using glitter instead of gold leaf.
Oh, you need some glitter. Shall I go and get you some?
I've got a little bit here. I've just put into.
Is that previously spilt by Jenny?
I think
Cleary?
it was, sort of previously spilt.
Waste not, want not. We are crafters after all. Can I give this a little bit of a mould for you while you're? I'll do that. I like to do that. Can I warm anything up for you? No, I'm serious. Can I? Do you want me to?
No, I think I've got it already here. So what I've done is...
What have you done there?
I've chopped it all up. But what I did was I took one piece of the blue and one piece of the, about half of the white. Cut it that way and then cut it that way. So it's just about half of 1/4. And then I've put them into little sausages and wrapped them together to get something like this. Okay.
It's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't blend it all the way through, because you want to show a piece of the when you look at the pendant, you want to see little bits of the blue, the little bits of the white through it.
Because it looks like the matrix of the gemstone, doesn't it?
If you mix it completely, it goes like a milky colour, like the blue on the other one. And if you do various,
like this one, like a 1950s blue.
Yeah. And if you can get it sort of a very, very milky colour right up to quite a dark colour, depending on what ratios you use. That's the good thing about the translucent. If you want a milky colour, if you mix it with the white, the translucent with the white, you get a really nice
milky colour.
Yeah, it's really nice. So that's what I did with that, and then I spent ages chopping it all up into little pieces. So
do you need this slime?
I don't think I need that one at the moment.
I can carry on.
You can carry on. Do that. It's therapy, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This looks like the same colour as my skin, so I made an extra finger. Have a look. You could easily make a bit of a Halloween hand out of these.
People do actually. You get all sorts of things made
They get
out of
homemade
polymer clay.
knuckles
Oh
and
wow, that's
everything.
fantastic actually.
I
Just
can
need to put
love
some
it.
nail varnish on it now.
I just need some nail varnish, yeah. Yeah, look, here you go. There's my finger. They're all going, ew. Don't you think that's cool? I would love it. I want to make a giant polymer clay me to scare everyone with. It's like my finger. Somebody just walked in the gallery and went, what is she doing? Is it scary? I'll put my little finger there for you.
Yeah, okay, so that's not going to put me off at all. So I've chopped this up into tiny little pieces. I didn't do it here because it just takes forever. You don't want to watch me chopping. So what you do now?
You just literally went chop, chop,
I've
chop,
just
chop, chop,
into
chop, chop,
tiny,
chop, chop.
tiny little pieces with your blade. You know, so I'll do a little bit like that, and just chop it up into tiny little pieces. Okay. I haven't really blended this one enough, but you just do it like that into tiny little pieces like that. Okay. I'd probably blend that one just a little bit more. But
I'm going to bring everybody the details of the glitter just before we do it, so that they can buy. I've got burnt brown sugar. You know, I would pour this everywhere, but I better not because Anne's working. I can see Ryan. I'll put my hand under it for you. This is burnt brown sugar.
Gorgeous.
I bought some cinnamon sugar the other day. It's this colour. Oh, it's gorgeous. It goes everywhere, all over my toast. So that's the burnt brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. That's £2.95. And then,
It goes.
so write down that code, because we don't have the ability. Our little poppy uppy thing has stopped working.
Oh.
It's live TV, isn't it? Now, we've also got, look at that.
That's what I'm going to use.
Oh, that's cauldron black, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wowzers. Oops, sorry, Ryan. It's okay, I'll get it up.
I'm going to make a mess anyway.
Good, good. Girl after my own heart. Let's get messy. Craft
get
is
messy.
It's creative. It's not messy. I'm being creative.
That's what it
and
said
again,
last week.
£2.45.
Yeah. So I've just put some. I just poured some out into this little bowl because it's easier for me to get my
So we're
fingers
making
into.
these beads here, right?
We're making
now.
these ones. What we're trying to do is look like the like rocks, basically, like stones, like pebbles. That's what we're trying to do.
natural, like they've been naturally formed.
Yeah, like, yeah. As I said last week, they've been dug out of the ground. So you've chopped this into tiny little pieces. So you're just going to take your black glitter in your fingers and just sprinkle it over.
Ben just went, stop. Are those clay? I thought they were real gemstones. They're clay, Ben. Isn't it, fam? He's feeling very confused. He said, I seriously thought they were real gemstones.
Somebody said to me, you go on Gems TV, you're making fake gems, you try to put them out of business. And I goes, no, because I accentuate the gemstones with the polymer clay.
Absolutely, we love polymer clay.
Yeah.
It's fine, you can use them in conjunction.
Yeah, that's what I do. I tend to do my polymer clay and then I'll buy gemstones. So I'm just sprinkling that all over like that.
Can you use too much glitter? I mean, to me, the answer is always no. Is there such a thing as too much?
Sometimes if you get used too much and it gets inside it won't grip and you'll end up with holes in the
Cracks,
clay.
yeah, it does
cracks,
actually do that, doesn't it? Yeah.
So not too much. That's about enough. So what I'm going to do is just flatten it down. Okay.
Oh, you're using your hand to just press that down?
Yeah, I'm just pressing it down.
Which is lovely, because now everything you touch is going to have glitter all over
Yeah,
it, which
it's
I
gonna
love.
be
I'm obsessed with the glitter. We were talking upstairs, there's a glittery drink, which I'm not allowed to say the brand of.
Oh, yeah.
I am obsessed with it. It's like a cranberry colour.
Yeah.
And you shake it and it goes glittery.
I had this
Love
all
it.
over my face and everything the other night. It was everywhere. Right, so I've done that. I'm going to cut it into 3. If anybody
So
watched
by
that.
pressing it down with your palm, you've bonded them
I've
together.
just bonded it together to make it easier for me to lift it. That's
Okay.
all. So I did this last week but I did it with the gold leaf. So it's the same technique, but just with the glitter. So I'm just going to cut it into 3 sections like that. Okay. And I'm going to pick that one up and just put it on top.
Oh, A up. A up. We didn't expect that, did we?
And I'll put it on top like that.
How did you make this technique up?
Again, it was one that I sort of found out how to do myself, but over
other
the
people
years,
have done
the sort of people have sort of found out to do things independently of each other, and there's books now and things you can get teach you how to do these sort of techniques.
You were right there, right? Crikey, that wasn't half a fool, lad. He's been drinking before work again. Are you all right?
I'm alright, I'm alright.
If only you'd have caught that on camera, that'd have made us all millionaires. I'm actually, because I'm a mother, I'm genuinely concerned. You know, when you watch that programme, when babies fall over and everyone laughs, I go, that's not funny. I want to go in there and get the baby up. Are you all right, Ryan, darling? Have you got little grazed knees? Oh, no, right, oh, he's hurt. Somebody help him. Oh, Ryan, kissy better. Kissy better.
Do you want to kiss it better?
Yeah, do you want some glitter? Let me see, come on.
Kiss it better.
Oh, Ryan! It is, it's all great. Oh. Go and get a little cloth. Go and a warm cloth.
It's fine.
That's going to bruise.
It's alright.
He's not all right. He needs assistance there. For the purpose of the tape, Ryan's mum, I tried.
We did.
That's a really look bad.
I know.
Actually. Anyway, we'll carry on. We'll carry on.
So I've picked it up. It's a bit messy on that side, and then I'm just going to fold it in on itself that way. Just fold it in on itself and squish it. Okay, and then just roll it into a ball. Okay, and then just flatten it into a little plug. It looks a bit messy on the outside, but when you cut into it, I'm not sure if it's worked. You'll see there's not enough.
Oh!
But when you put it through
Look at that!
When you put it through the clay roller, it'll stretch the pattern, so you'll see the black bits more when I put it through the roller.
Have you ever seen those paintings or pictures where you look at faces inside them?
Yeah.
That's what that's like.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to put this bit. Oh, that's a better bit actually.
Oh,
see that one's better.
Oh yeah, because you get that.
Yeah, you can see the.
It's almost
enclosures.
like the way turquoise gives you those. Have you ever bought the glittery turquoise that you can?
I've seen it. I haven't bought
amazing.
any. Yeah, but I'll make turquoise. Similar sort of technique, but using different colours. So I'm just going to put that through on. I'll put it through on number one. It's just to stretch it a little bit.
While you do that, who's N? The code for the glitter is TCIC50, and that's for the burnt sugar. No, that's for the black.
Yeah, you can do it with black.
245.
Or with the brown. So
look at the way that glitter it's like druzy, isn't it, almost?
Yeah, yeah.
Like a little cave of glitter.
Yeah, it's really nice. And then you just use that to cover your pendant. As again, I've used the cabochons from the kit earlier on. And I've
so you've done the same thing with the jump rings?
Just the jump rings. I've done the same thing. I've just baked it in the oven. And you see on the back, I've just baked in 2 jump rings. This was done very quickly, so it's not as neat as I would normally do it.
It's beautiful. I love it.
It's,
did you glaze over the top of that?
Yeah, I put some the satin glaze. This is the satin glaze. It's the Sculpey one. They do a gloss and the satin.
It's because it's sheen, doesn't it?
Yeah, the ones I did last week were sort of polymer clay goes to the party, so I used a gloss to make it really shiny. Whereas these are meant to be rocks, so I thought I'd use the satin to give them a more natural look, and also to protect the glitter so that it doesn't wear away. Yeah, it doesn't rub away. So
isn't that fabulous?
So that's how you make the pendant. Now it's exactly the same way for the 2 beads. You use the this colour here, the beige and the red, and I've just done exactly the same thing to do that. And then all you would do is just a little piece of scrap clay. You don't even have to use, sort of new clay, just a little bit of scrap clay.
Do you make a whole ball out of that to go round the ball?
I could do actually.
What do you do? What would you prefer to do if you're at home? Would it be to roll that out and go over scrap clay to save the clay?
Yeah, I've got loads and loads of scrap clay, and what I normally do is just I'll use that up for the inside of beads. Or if I want to do something really original, I'll mix some colours together to see what I get out of my scrap. And so I've got some really nice, interesting colours that have come out. So I'm just going to show it. I did show this last week, but for anybody that didn't watch last week, you just cut into. I'll just show it that way. You see that one there, the red.
Oh, I like it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh
it's really
gosh,
pretty.
I want to make something to just have a red gown with loads of glitter all over.
I'll just put that
I
through.
might go home and literally just roll myself in glitter. I might. I'd love to do that. What happened to Mummy? She just rolled herself in glitter.
And then you just wrap the beads round like that.
So that's a clay saver, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I see. I'm not good. And then it'll look.
Look at then it opens the cracks up.
It opens the cracks up as well, so you get that sort of effect. I'm turning it the wrong way.
Isn't that? Oh yes, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of glaze will then protect
Just
that
a little bit of
glitter.
glaze. Just bake them in the oven, and then they'll come out and look a bit like that. That one there.
That's
So-
what I like.
And what I did was just little pieces of scrap, not putting it on evenly all the way around to get all the different lines and things in it to make it look more natural.
It does. It looks like it just looks wonderful.
Yeah, and that's using the beige.
How long do I bake that for?
It depends really in everybody's in oven, but most clays are about 130 degrees centigrade in an electric oven.
I've got an Argo. What would I do if I had a range or an Argo at
I've
home?
no idea. I've never used an Argo before.
Pip's got an Argo as well, haven't you, Pip? Couple of greyhounds on the floor.
Yeah, I think as long as it's about 130 degrees, it should be okay.
I
And
got my thermometer's broken. I'd have to.
yeah,
I'm not very good with that oven, really, if I'm honest.
it's quite robust stuff.
It
You know,
is.
yeah,
So
if you
can I
just keep
keep
an
checking
eye-
it? Does it
just
matter if
keep
I
an
keep
eye-
opening it and
No,
closing
just
it and
check
opening it
on
and
it.
closing
Yeah, it's quite robust stuff. I've been making beads for years. I've tried loads and loads of different techniques, and I've never had a bead break. Even
So you can't really burn them?
no, you can't. If you put it in at a really, really high temperature, it does burn. It will blacken and it'll spot. I've tried it.
And what is that? It once I've done that, I've got to chuck it.
Yeah, I've made.
Or could I
some-
use it to put clay over?
You could put clay over it. Yeah,
That's what I'm going to do.
yeah.
Crafters never chuck away.
No.
We never chuck away.
No.
Now,
So-
then moving towards what I think is definitely should be called Wigwam Bam. And it's all about the extruder. Now, the extruder is not something from Harry Potter, which I always say this. Doesn't it sound like Extrudiosum? Pippindor, doesn't it sound like that? We love her. I love her. I'm going to that studio tour. Did you go to it? The Christmas one, Pip went, I love it.
Did
Do you
you?
love things like Harry Potter?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
love all
love
that
it.
sort of thing. Lord of the
Oh, I
Rings, all
love
that sort of
it.
thing. Absolutely brilliant. It's
And
fantasy.
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's just pure escapism, isn't it?
Yeah, I love
it
it.
just takes you
Star
away.
Wars. I wish I should have been
Oh.
Princess Leia. Should have. We even called my my cousin called her baby Leia. My baby Lele. She's so lush. Now.
Oh, I've
She
got the
is a little
squeaky one. I'm
princess.
sorry. I
Oh,
brought
I'm
the
opening
squeaky
mine
one.
and you've got one open.
Yeah, I had one with me last week, and it was one that didn't squeak.
Oh no, that
I
does
have
not
got-
happen. It starts squeaking. I don't believe
It
you.
squeaked just as we got to the very end.
Yeah, and you
but,
go, no.
but this one does squeak all
Do you
the
want
time.
this one?
No,
No,
it's fine.
They always have a bit of a
Yeah.
squeaky mouse, don't they?
This is a
Now,
brand new one, so that's probably why.
Do you think this is like the Play-Doh salon for adults? That's what it is. Do you ever have that where you screwed down the little Play-Doh person and all the hair used to sprout out?
I love that.
I loved that.
That was brilliant.
Hours were spent, hours, trying to get my daughter to do stuff like that. And she just looked at me like I was a fool. I bought her Barbies. I was like, yes, come on, I've got someone to play Barbies with. Wasn't interested. She just wanted to read books. I'm pretty sure I picked up the wrong child. I don't know what's happened. I'm like, look at this. Look, we can play this. No. Now let's have a look because this really is fun. Do you know, actually, I would always get 2 of these because you definitely want one for baking. Because believe me, when you put your fondant icing through there, it's wonderific.
Yep.
You will make the best cupcakes ever. Now, you can make hair. You see all the ones with the little holes? That is your squirmy, wormy hair. It looks wonderful. All you do is like, have you ever, when you were little, did you ever watch that Play Something program where they used to show you in factories and there'd be a rock factory and you get the long sausages and then they'd cut it and show you. Oh, and you were like, oh yeah, you know the little pieces of rock that are in jars. They'd show you how to make it. It reminds me so much of that. Now, the extruder is wonderful. You just pop your polymer clay in. Your washer needs to go in there as well. There is a washer in here already. The one there is a spare one. Little pot for keeping your little extruded pieces. You've got all the different shapes, and basically you get a long sausage of it, and you can either roll that long sausage in more polymer clay and then cut it up, or you can cut them all up individually. I mean, it's just a wondrous tool. And we're going to give you your extruder today for just £7.95. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 discs, the extruder and the spare washer. There's already a washer in there. So because a lot of people get this and oh, have you done a Skinner blend there?
No, I was just mixing up that one I had left to use with this one.
Have you? Is that my polymer clay finger there? Oh no, there it is.
Is it?
Now the
Squish
extruder, can you explain to us how this works, or is that not,
Yep.
are we not at that part yet?
No, I'm going to show you how it works.
Fab.
I'll just put this through once more.
So what have you already done?
Right, what I'm doing is I'm going to create some sheets. I'm going to show you how to make, I can find it. I'm going to show you how to make that cane using the extruder.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now the just before you start, my darling, I'm going to give you the details for the polymer clay roller that we gave you earlier with the baking tray and with the cutters, and you got everything for $14.95. Now that polymer clay roller on its own on the website right now is $14.95. You could do that, you could get it separately, or you could get the other two items for free at just £14.95. The code for that is, what is the code? QTGCO5. QTGCO5. There you go.
Okay, right, so what we're going to do is start out making some...
You're using the beige there, are you?
Yeah, I was just rolling it out, but as you can see in this, I've used blue at the bottom, beige, blue, and then the same colours again.
Is that beige? Doesn't it look
Yeah,
different
it
against
looks
other
completely
colours?
different.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's got the same sort of consistency as the translucents. It's got the same sort of...
I exactly agree.
Yeah.
Maybe it has got a bit of translucence in
Yeah,
it.
so this is actually a cutter of my own, and the only reason I'm using it, you don't need to use a cutter, it's just that I want to make it quite uniform. So because
Is that just a cake cutter?
this is just I think it was a cake cutter, yeah. So all I've done is I've just cut out a square. But so you don't have to, you can use your blade to cut it out. It's just that because it's a geometric shape, I wanted it fairly uniform. So
Okay.
I need two of these. If I just put it through again. So this was
There we
done
go.
very, very hastily last night. I'll just do another one.
So you need two of those all together.
Yep.
It just makes your life a little bit easier of your uniform because you know where you are a bit.
Yeah,
better, don't you?
exactly. That's just why I did it. Plus it's easier to show everyone as well, instead of sort of cutting at different angles and things like that.
In goes the beige.
In goes the beige.
And what setting are you at here?
I'm just at number 1.
So you're pushing that right in.
Yeah. Come on.
There you go. In you go. Go on.
Go through.
Don't be pesky. In he goes.
There we go.
There we are then.
That's enough to give me a piece. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I'll move that out of the way and just get another square. Okay. Right. That gives me my squares. I'll move that out of the way. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do now is put the beige onto the blue.
Making a sandwich.
I am.
Always make me hungry again. Will I ever stop?
Then the blue on the top. Okay. Right. Until you've got 3. Now this is the fun bit. We're going to do some extruding now.
Shall I warm it up? Are you all right?
You want to warm that one up?
Yeah.
I've actually got some prepared down here as well. So. Cut that bit off. Okay.
I like the red. Right, it's getting warmer.
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine. It should go through now. Okay.
Yeah, it should do. Sorry about the queue on the phone lines. There is a queue. Please hold on.
Right.
I didn't realise there was a queue. I've just been told.
What we're going to use is the little triangle. I can just show that there. When you get your extruder, you'll get a little triangle like that one.
A little disc.
Yeah, you can just see that against my cardigan. There you go. That's what you're going to use. Okay.
Fab.
So you're going to do red.
Want this now?
Yep, your hands are all red now.
And glittery.
And glittery.
The way I like them.
Right, so you're going to put this into your extruder, okay, and then put your little cutter die into the bottom of the extruder lid, okay, and put them together.
It will squeak.
Yeah.
There we go. In it goes. So just screw it on.
I've got the one that doesn't.
Apparently, you won't find an extruder that doesn't have a squeak.
See,
They all do.
this is not going to go on now. I told you live TV.
Do you want me to have a go?
Yeah, you're going to see if you can get that on.
I'll get the pesky little fella in there. Wait there. See, I do mine like that way.
Yeah.
But you're more of an expert than me. So yeah, there you go. Now we're cooking with gas.
So much of an expert, I can get a lid on.
No, but it's because you know that you've got people watching you.
I know, that's it. I'm
it's
fine.
hard to perform with an audience.
Oh, I told myself last week it was only my mum, my sister and Auntie Irene that were watching.
What?
That's what I said, that's all that's watching.
Yeah, but your family are your worst critics.
Yeah, probably.
You get home, they're like, oh, you said this. Yeah, did I? Oh no. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Mummy, stop saying fantastic. It's very annoying. I'm like, oh, sorry, did I do it again?
You just forget, and then you just wind it down and it will come out the bottom.
When it starts to get a squeak on, there you go. Woohoo!
Honestly, my other one didn't squeak last week until it got right to the very end, and then it squeaked a little bit.
I've just got to remind you of the code for this. It's Mother, Golf, Zulu, Xylophone, X-ray, 51. Say it again, I messed that up. Say it again. MG ZX 51. There you go.
Right. Now I've just cut
That's
the
good
end off
extruder.
just to make it nice and straight. What all you're going to do is just put
I
it.
love this extruder.
Yeah,
It's
just
perfect.
put it on top.
Now, you know you were talking about the clay roller with the whites. Are you all right going through with the white of your extrudiosum?
I would normally clean it out
How would you do that?
with my baby wipes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Well, get it right. How would you get a baby wipe down there?
if you've got a barbecue skewer or something
Yeah,
like
got
that.
those, yeah.
Yep.
Put marshmallows on them.
Yep. Put your baby wipe inside and just push it up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about, you know, Baber's bottles? I've got a good little wipe, a little thing for that. That would be good for an extruder.
Yeah,
Do
if
you
you're
know
giving
that?
it a good wash out,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be good. I used to have lots of fish tanks and I used to use them for cleaning out the filters and things like that for my fish tanks.
Yeah, they're good, those
Yeah,
little baby
they
bottle
break out,
ones are
brilliant.
good, aren't they?
Okay, so you're just going to build up.
We can see it coming together already
Yeah.
now, can't we?
Yeah, I probably won't do the full thing because I've already got one there. I'm going to show you. Okay. Right, I won't do any more, but I'll put the white on now. Okay.
Yeah, I can see what. So you're just going to fill in the gaps
And I'm just
now
going
with
to
the
fill in the
upside
gaps with the
downies.
white. You can do this with any colour.
So done the exact same thing, but with the white.
Yep. There you go.
And while you're cutting those, I'm going to give everybody the cutters, actually. This is your starter kit with your cutting blades. Well, all of this actually you need. So I'm going to give you your cutting blades. You've got your corrugated. These are tissue blades, corrugated, and your 2 straights. And then you get your little plastic guard there to guard your hands. I'm going to give you your little buffers there as well. I'm going to give you your snake roller. Do I get 2 snake rollers? 2 snake rollers. You also get your black and white, and you get your cutters. Now, this little baby here is only found so far in our starter kit. We have not found anywhere else that does that weeny little
And
round.
that's why I bought the kit.
For the round, everybody says
Yep,
that.
Yep, that's exactly why I bought it.
So you've got all of these sizes. This is a perfect stocking filler, isn't it, if you're helping Santa out? Maybe if you want to help Santa out with a few stocking presents, here you go. Now you get the graded plastic container. Now this is important. Graded plastic will not be eaten by your polymer clay. Polymer clay is a little bit pesky and it eats into plastic that's not graded. This is graded plastic and you get that with it. So everything you need to get yourself started with polymer clay, and also you get your rollers as well. You get your mini roller in there as well. So everything you need, or do you know what? This is great to replenish as well. It's not just for starters, it's also for people who are well on their way into polymer clay and you need to replenish. So it could be the case. NRG C80 is your item code. All of this for just £15.95. You know, these really are essentials, aren't they, Anne?
Yeah.
Do you replenish these?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm always replacing cutters, and I say always replacing my blades, and because if you're using it a long time, like my clay roller is needing replacing. So I was just going to show, if I can just show this. Last week I showed how to make it a bicone, but if you've got one of those little perspex, I said about making the swirl beads, and now that I've got some colours here, I thought I'd just show quickly how to do.
Please do.
It doesn't matter with that bit on it, it's fine.
It's all right with that on it,
it's
is it?
fine,
Okay.
it's fine. So last week I showed you the bicone, but I'm going to do it with the colours.
With the snake roller you're using.
And
So
if
you
you
just put
do-
together a random bead.
Yep, and if you just keep going, eventually it will.
Oh, we've dropped
It's gone
me.
a bit funny. I don't think it's not working very well on my. I haven't really mixed the colours.
What kind of pressure are you? Oh, you're making like a little spinning top.
Yeah, it's not working very well because I haven't mixed the colours properly. But they do sometimes. They will swirl eventually if you keep going round and round and round and round. There you go.
We can see it. No, we can see it. Look,
Yeah,
that's
look,
amazing.
it's starting to swirl now, but you do have to keep going a little
and
while.
it goes like a spinning top.
Yeah, it goes like a spinning top.
Oh, I love it.
But you have to keep going for quite a little while to get it to
So you have to keep
spin.
going, and then it spins like a spinning top.
Yep, and you end up with all the swirls in it. So it was just quickly to show you with the 3 colours. Okay.
Oh my gosh! And just sort of alternating pressure as you're going.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's it,
thank you for showing us that.
So that's that. Right, now that I've filled in the white and the red.
So creating, just to reiterate, we're creating the wigwam band.
Yeah, the wigwam one. I'll cut it in half, and then I'll put that one on top, so that I'm not using all the.
So you created another. You put another sandwich of it on top.
I've only made half
It's
of it.
making me want to go home and make a really cool sandwich as well.
And then what I do is you just seen the rough edges there. So if I just cut through it. I've just done this very, very quickly. Obviously, I take a lot more time when I'm doing it.
No, you
at home.
cut it obviously before you bake it.
Yeah.
Wow! See what I mean? Isn't that? I love this. What are these called again? Canes.
Canes, yeah. Canes.
They're ace, aren't they?
These are just simple ones. You can get very complex one with flowers, and you can spend ages making them. But if you want something really dramatic, using the extruder just to do something like this.
I love that combination of colours. It really does it for me.
But what I'm going to show you now is how to get the V shape.
How to put them together.
Yeah.
Like a kaleidoscope effect, isn't it?
So what I'm going to do is I'll use this one that I've already made because that one's a little bit too small. That was just to show you how to construct it. So I'm just going to cut a slice of the one I've already made. Okay, I'll move that out of the way. So I'll squish it in together so it all sticks. Now all you're going to do is straighten up the edges. Okay.
Yeah.
See that? So just take off that bit there. And
Have you ever seen, you know, when you collect rubbers when you're a little girl?
Yes.
That's what these are like. I wonder if they do it like this. Everybody as a child's collected erasers, collected rubbers, haven't they?
Oh, my sister was terrible. Every time we went somewhere, we had to go to a stationery shop.
Yeah, but it's brilliant, isn't it? The crazy rubbers you can get. Madness.
Right, so now we've got that. So all we're going to do is go from corner to corner, like that. Okay, and just slice through. Okay, and then take this bit up and turn it over.
Oh, that's how you did it. You sneaker.
And then put it back together. It's not 100%.
I didn't expect you to do that. Isn't that wonderful? It's ace. That's my word of the day.
Yeah. Oops, so it's come apart.
Yeah, how do I make it stay together? Just push it?
Yeah, just push it together.
Once I bake it, will it stay?
It'll stick together, yeah, that's fine.
Pip's asking, would it go through the roller now?
It
and
would,
stay
but
like that?
No, it would squish it.
It would
squish,
squish,
yeah,
wouldn't
it
it?
would squish it sort of completely. There you go.
Stay. What about liquid clay? Could I use that to stick it together?
You could, yeah. It's just because it's
not warm enough yet.
No, it's just been in the car, so there you go.
And the studio's freezing.
Yeah.
It goes hot, freezing,
There you go.
hot, freezing. Wow. And how long would, and again, bake that for the usual time?
Yeah, usually if it's a thick piece, I'd do it for about 30 minutes, and if it needs doing it again, put it back in again. As soon as I've baked something, I usually just drop it into cold water.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and it just makes it go hard straight away. I never was taught to do that. It just felt like something you should do, because my father worked in the steel industry, and when they make steel, they quench it with cold water.
Yeah.
And it just felt right to quench it, to do it, and it was just something I did. And then I found out later on, people did do that.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going to quench it by putting it in some nice cold water afterwards.
Yeah. So that's how you get that pattern.
Absolutely perfect. I love polymer clay so much. Isn't it wonderful? Are you thinking now, right, I love it. I also want to bake a cake that looks like that. I want to put that on top of my little fairy cakes. I love the way we've evolved in a crafty way.
Yeah.
I just think it's fabulous. And mixing your mediums is just a great thing to do, isn't it? Now we have gone limited on this Airs Rock collection. So please do check out baskets if you have it online, and if you are wanting to join us to shop today online, it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, where we also have a host of further tutorials free to download. So do click on the free tutorials, and you can go on YouTube and have a look at our show afterwards as well. Now also the extruder, we do have plenty of stock of that. Well, how much was that again, Pip? £9.95? £7.95?
Yeah.
It's a good price, isn't it?
Very good, yeah. seen
Have you
them
seen these elsewhere? Not elsewhere.
I have
elsewhere.
seen them elsewhere, and they're usually somewhere about getting close to double the price of that one.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. I told
Crikey.
Lucy last week, and this was absolutely true, the baking tray, first time I ever saw one was on a website, it was £25. So you can't,
I do
you cannot
know.
compare,
Yeah. You know what? It does pay to shop with us, I think.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm so glad I found you. It was about 18 months ago I found you.
Really?
Yeah, I had an operation and I was lying on the sofa recovering, and I was channel hopping. I went, oh, what's this?
What is this? I do this. I know how to do polymer clay.
Yeah, and that was how I found you.
It's fate. I believe in fate. Well, sorry, I don't want to push my beliefs onto anybody. If you believe what you want, live and let live. Now, the price for the extruder and the matching details is on your screen right now. Here is the Extrudiosum. Wingardium Extrudiosum. Just $7.95 MGZ X51 with 20 discs. Now, I'm going to go back to my my little hovel over there while you carry on and get ready for the next one. Let's go over. Let's go over. We'll see you in a minute. Have we not got any more of you?
Nope,
Oh, I'll be back to you in a minute though. I'll be back. What time is it? Good grief. Doesn't it fly? It flies time. Now, I've got some gorgeous gemstones for you, so don't you worry. Now, I've got for you, let's go and do, I've got the cabochons. Oh, I've got the, oh hang on, that's not 11, you nana. That's number 7. It's got the cutters, yeah? The green glitters, the polymer clay. He's a banana, that boy. Sorry! You and Ryan have been on the juice, haven't you? Ryan, are you all right, lad?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm a little bit concerned.
I'm fine.
We'll talk about it after the show and make sure you are all right.
I'm good, I'm good.
That one half a full, lad. Now you've got these beautiful glittery, and what I love about these is it's fine glitter. When you put this through your clay roller, you can do nothing but smile. Look at that beautiful gold, and then you have got the most amazing pearl colour, which, I mean, it's luscious, beyond luscious. I'm going to give to you as well the cutters. You got these earlier as well. Use one for baking and one for polymer claying, and then, oh, Emerald City. I so want to pour that all over the desk. Instead, I'm going to open up my scales and show you those, because the scale mail is ace. And if you love Debbie Beauford, we have a picture. Oh, it's too late, I've opened it. Now, polymer clay and scales you can bake together, and they look amazing. Now these scales, have you used these scales yet, Anne?
I've used the silver ones, just the plain ones, just to do some, put some clay on them.
I love the way you can layer them up like feathers.
Yeah, yeah.
I think people who like polymer clay will like scales. Aren't they fabulous? Yeah. So you've got all your scales, use them with your jump rings, push them into your polymer clay. I've got all these, do you know what? You get 50 scales. Look at them all, they're amazing, aren't they? Now, this glitter, look at that colour. I love it. I blinking love it. Look at that. That is Christmas green, isn't it? Oh, I can't wait to get my Christmas. Can I put my Christmas tree up this weekend? I can, can't I?
I think so. I've got to put mine up.
I'm going to put mine up. We're having 2. I might have 3. Let's have one in every room, in fact. Now. Oh, and then a deeper fern green as well. That's your green holly glitter. And the other one's your green and gold honey. And then you've got, oh, this is lovely. You've got your berries. So you can actually make holly. The holly and the ivy. Come on, Ryan, have a little tune. Ben's literally, you can go high pitch, Ben. 225 carats of that beautiful red quartz rounds. They're proper cranberry red, and then look at what else I've got for you. Now these are kind of vacuum packed, so when I open them, expect them to go everywhere. Boof. Do you see that? Look how they expand. I love it. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't it wonderful? Look at all of that colour. Look, you can really get some texture out of your gilded. Look, I think it expands. Look, do you use gilding flakes a lot?
Yeah, they do.
They will go back in, look. You can press them. Oh, Bruce is very angry. You can compress them. What was I thinking? I can't help it. I love gilding flakes. I can't stop touching it. It's not. Now, this is what you used when you made lapis lazuli, isn't it?
You can use all the different types of golds and coppers to do inclusions in the clays.
Look at that. It's literally reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin. Look at all that gold. It really is fabulous with those leafy greens,
yeah.
isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Do you literally have I got glitter all over me next to me? Now I've got flakes on me. Don't worry about it, Ben. Don't worry, you don't have to do my washing. These gilding flakes are great for card crafters as well.
Yes.
But you just got to have them. Have you got gilding flakes everywhere in your house?
I've got them everywhere, and the one that I got last week with my challenge, I did everything for the challenge, and I did everything in the studio as well with the same box, and I still had some left.
I tell you, I can't come to the end of mine. It's like an everlasting pit.
Yeah.
Which I love because I'm getting extreme value, and I do use all of these kinds of things. When the kids have said, Mia comes home to me and says, "I've got to do this Egyptian jewelry. I've got Egyptian paintings. I've got to do Aboriginal this, that, and the other." Fine, I've got a crafty cupboard full of amazing things. I promise you, if you've got kids, they are going to use these as well. They're ace, and the same with the gleam. Kids love that gleam because it looks great on paper as well, doesn't it? Now, don't forget you've got 2 packs of polymer clay, 2 pots of glitter. You've got that wonderful chalcedony. Gus, don't you wish I was in your living room right now making all this mess? Lucky for you, I'm not. I'm going to give you a treat. This should be, well, it is $28.95 if you buy them all individually on the website. But today, my darlings, I'm going to give you this all for under £20. Come and have a treat with us. Very Christmassy, this bundle. Don't forget you've got all these wonderful, wonderful scales as well. If you're not sure how to use those, go and check out Debbie Bolford's page. She's a major fan of her scales. All of this for $19.95. Should I get it all in there, right? Should I push it all in together? Look at that. Let's get it all in. Let's get it all-y ins. There we are then. Look at it all. Oh, you've got to get those gilders. Your extruder. And then, how do I, well, I just push it in, don't I, to the polymer clay?
You can chop it in like I did with the glitter, and that's how you get the inclusions. If you chop the clay up into tiny little pieces and then put it across and chop it in, you'll get it as inclusions.
I love that idea. So you'd use, what colour did you use with the lapis as well?
I used navy, and I also did the denim just to show a different colour that you can do it with.
I think they're telling me I've got to put all these gilding flakes back in here. With limited stock. All right, this is my challenge, get the gilding flakes back in. It's almost like they vacuum pack it when they pack it. I don't know how they do it. They're very clever. Oh, what I shouldn't have done is mixed it everywhere. I would put it all back in, Ryan, only Pip's telling me I've got to hurry up because it's all la 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 la. Watch this, it's like magic. Don't you love that? When you walk into Santa's grotto. Love it. I love glittery rain. I'm going to stand, I've got a little balcony at home. I'm just going to stand and sprinkle glitter all over my kids. That's what I'm going to do. No. My Hoover gets clogged up every time I Hoover, can you imagine? No, I'm going to give to you your essential top-up colours. 1950s blue I call this, but it is actually called turquoise. You've got in there your beige, we've been using that today. Oh my gosh, do you know what this is perfect for? Did you see Hannah Oxbury made those autumnal leaves? That,
yes.
This is what this is perfect for. I love that. Brown. Is it brown? Bronze, sorry. I was going to say, look at the glitter. You know those fine, sheeny, glittery ones that are like glittery nail polish is how I sort of describe them. Can you get those anywhere? I've never seen them in the normal stationers, just normal colours.
No.
Have you ever seen them?
What was that, sorry?
You know, the really glittery ones?
The glittery ones?
Yeah.
No.
That's
why I
got the
get them
gold.
from here.
So that's what I've got here. That's what I'm talking about. So you've got the glittery gold and the glittery bronze. I've not seen it in the shops, and neither has Anne. So you've got all these lovely oh, do you know, I love that. And do you know, later on in Ed's show, he's got these. And how well, now isn't that a bundle made in heaven? Look, with the colours. Look, and then if you look at these colours as well. Let's have a look at these. Two. Look at these ones, see, there you go. Rise in a state of dazed and confused where he had that fall. So you've got all these wonderful colours. All these wonderful colours. Now normally, how much are these individually when you go shopping? But say, Anne, you are desperate, you've got to get a colour, somebody's asked you for something, it's got to be that day. How much do you expect to pay for one polymer clay in that stationer's or that craft shop?
Roughly about £2.50 a block. If I'm really desperate and I have to get one, it's about £2.50.
About £2.50 a block. So you've got £7.50's worth of polymer clays here if you were shopping elsewhere. What are they here? A couple of quid, aren't they, on the website? I think they might be. Yeah, they might be £2.95.
I think they're £1.95.
Oh, they're £1.95.
£1.95, yeah.
They're £1.95. Anne would know. She buys them all the time. Yeah, they are £1.95. They are. You've got £10 worth here. So what are we going to give it to you for? Well, you've got £9 something's worth here, haven't you?
Yeah.
For £8.95. So we're giving you a little cheeky pound off by buying these as a bundle. They should be about £9.95. We're giving them to you for £8.95. LTGC31 is your item code. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. All these gorgeous polymer clay colours. Let's try and get another bundle in, shall we? Let's do it. Let's give to you. Let's go to mulled wine. And you've got the DVD in here as well. I love mulled wine. Do you, Anne? And mulled cider.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now you're talking. When are we going to do our star buy? We were supposed to do that last. Let's do it. Now look at, oh my gosh. These are amazing. They're going to go very well with your star buy. Love them. These lovely big bronze. I love that colour. And this is perfect with the cranberries, isn't it? This would be a great one for soutache, these two. Aren't they wonderful? Soutache and polymer. Do you know, look at this, ruby slippers. Totally glittery. And then you've got, 18 karat gold. That's, oh, the glitters are gorgeous. Have you seen the colours of these? They're amazing. Look at that colour. I'd love that as eyeshadow. Isn't that wonderful? That sheen. And look at this one. Oh, I love that. Imagine with the leaf fit. You know, we're talking about Hannah Oxbury's leaf bib necklace. That would be great with that. Then you've got your satin glaze, which Anne's been using a lot today. So you've got the two glitters, the satin glaze, the two polymer clays, 3 gemstone strands, and you have got your Baroque pearls, you have got your copper coated hematite, they're 11 mil and 2 lots, and then you've got your quartzite rounds. Then you've also got your polymer clay and wire fusion projects. Now this is a fusion of 2 wonderful ladies who are Deborah Bulford and Rachel Norris. A lovely combination of very creative ladies indeed. We're going to give you all of this, and the value has got to, let me price it up then in my head. Okay, so I know the DVD is £4.95. I'm going to say 15. I reckon over £40. That's in my head. Pip says I'm not that far off. Okay, so it's just, yeah, around that, nearly £40. Okay. But I'm going to give you all of this. Oh, this is good. for just £24.95. Now this is a great stocking filler because you have got the DVD, you've got the polymer clay, you've got the satin glaze. Have you watched our DVDs?
I have some, yes. Some of the polymer.
I mean, if you already had it, would you give it as a gift to somebody?
Yes, it would be ideal for Christmas. Somebody who just wants to get started. Yeah.
I bet a lot of your friends see your pieces and think, I want to do that.
Yeah. I've given some kits last year for Christmas presents to people.
It's nice because then you've got something to share with your friends, a hobby to share with your friends, haven't you? And at £24.95, you really do get ever such a lot for your money. 2 ways in which you can come shopping with us, as always, on the phone lines 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number, or you can get involved online, JewelleryMaker.com. Now, should we squeeze another one in? Do you want to squeeze another? Let's squeeze. Should we do the please, can we do one of our star buys? Please, can we do the bronzite? Let's give you our bronzite. Now this bronzite does look like it's got gilding flakes inside it. This is a brand new strand with checkerboard faceting. We have got beautiful rectangles. Beautiful faceted rectangles that are 10 by 8. What a colour. What an absolutely beautiful colour. Now if you are thinking about getting our other star buy, don't they work together beautifully? And if you just got the mulled wine, it will work super well with that as well. Look at that. Perfect. So come and grab this bronzite. It's brand new. We don't have that many strands of bronzite. Now this is great for laying across your wrist because, as you can see, all around your neckline, it sits really beautifully against the skin. It's got great movement to it. These are wonderful with a little round bead in between. You're already on the phone lines for these CHG P18. 130 carats, a brand new strand with limited availability. They're 10 by 8 rectangles. They're great for earrings, they're great for tassels. They're wonderful for soutache if you want to steer away from the round. They're great for rings as well. They're wonderful, not soutache, what am I on about? I meant, no, macrame, shambhala, that's what I was trying to say. Although they probably would be good for soutache if you're using them as a centerpiece, if you've got a bit good. Brand new today, again your code CHGP18 for just £9.95 with your extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. We're offering you such a fantastic way to buy with us here at Jewellery Maker. It's always a great time to buy, but now even especially more because of that extension on our money back guarantee. Don't forget that you will get a free tutorial DVD with your very first order, a free book and a free JM Hub magazine. We have got so much more lined up for you after the break. Don't go anywhere because the fun will certainly continue after this.
The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Once you are ready to crimp your bead, take your crimping pliers and place the bead on the back ridge and press down. Then flip the crimp bead sideways and place into the front ridge and press down. This will give your crimp bead extra security and give you a neater finish.
It's Last Chance Saloon, and actually Anne and I, well, it's the Peacock Druzy. I can't believe we've even got this in stock. What is it, single figures that we've got? You're a tease. We've got 10, exactly 10. Now sell out. Look at this. If you've never seen it before, you need it. It's beautiful. Now literally everything I'm about to bring you is very limited stock, so you've got to be quick. Look at them. Oh. Look at that. I mean, look at the... What would you do with these?
Oh, look at them.
I love both sides of them. Do you love... Look at the... Oh.
I wouldn't know where to start. They're just so pretty on either side.
There are colours, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
It's that glitter.
Stunning.
Look at that. Isn't it ace? Look at that. It's coming up. Oh, we're not doing it now. Oh, you are a tease. There's only 10 of them. He's a monkey, isn't he? Can't have them yet. We've got to have them in half an hour. Okay, so let's crack on. Let's go to some lovely frosted, crackled quartz. Have a look at these rounds and think about soutache. I mean macrame. Every time it's coming out. Think about macrame with these. Think about beady beads with these. I definitely think you need these in your Christmas stash. We are very low stock in everything that we've got coming up for you, so you've got to act fast. I'm just going to lift these up, and I won't put them directly against the white because you won't be able to see them. I would have a board, but I put gilding flakes all over them, so it's my own fault, really. Got no one else to blame but myself. But Ryan's found me another one. Send me a postcard when you tripped. When you went for your trip. Sorry. Sorry. I did feel genuinely concerned. Now it is funny now that I know you're okay. Now, let's have a look. We're all being very clumsy at the moment. What were me with a wall of crackers yesterday in the well-known supermarket? You with your trip. My daughter fell backwards over a chair in the middle of the lunch hall yesterday and was so embarrassed because the whole school saw her. She said, I can't sleep, I'm so embarrassed. So I know, I get that. Yeah, don't you hate it when that happens? When you can't sleep because you're that embarrassed about something you've done. I get that all the time. Look at that. Now, the way we get all of these wonderful crackles is by heating up this gemstone, heating, and like you said earlier, just putting it in that icy cold water. And it gives you what I always call a road runner crackle, you know, where you get the cracks, cartoon crackles. And then it's all frosted, so this is great for masculine jewellery as well as feminine jewellery. Very beautiful next to polymer clay, actually, because it can really contrast a polymer clay bead, because sometimes a really shiny bead next to it, it is too much emphasis on that shiny bead, whereas this is there to help. It's there to really sort of lift those other polymer clay beads up. So great for you if you are polymer claying today. Very low in stock, and we'll get on right out with your price tag. JJG P80 is your item code. You've got 260 carats, and these are 10 mil rounds, and they're just £5.95. Now, I don't know what's happened with this price, but I never used to be able to say £5.95. We never were allowed to say that price, but all of a sudden, someone's come in and shaken up the snow globe with a price tag like this, £5.95. 0800 444 655 is the number to be dialing. Now, we are limited on this, so you do need to hurry. And that's exactly what I'm going to have to do. Hurry along, because I've got lots to bring you and not enough time. Let's give to you Iolite, beautiful Iolite. Have a look at this. Iolite has the ability, well, actually, it's got quite a cool fact about Iolite, is that it has polarizing properties within it. So the Vikings used to use Iolite, hold it up to the sky, and they could see the sun through the clouds. Look, don't you think that you could almost do a double take and think, is that tanzanite? It's got the most Amazing refraction. It's got an inkwell blue to it, this colour. Have you ever used iolite?
I do. I treated myself to some nice iolite for my birthday this year.
Did you? When was your birthday?
7th of July. Cancerian. Crafty, creative person, Cancerian, supposedly anyway.
And you are, it's true. Now these are mirror graduated, so great for tapering pieces. I'd say this is quite a delicate strand for delicate jewellery. Those lovely inky blues and those fabulous iridescent pinks that come through. ANJ N50 is your item code. Now the graduations go between 3x2 to 5x3, and we're talking about an 18 centimetre strand. Limited stock of this one. Again, beautiful iolite, which is very popular. Great to mix up with your tanzanites. This whole Gems of Distinction strand for just £14.95. Come and join us for Last Chance Saloon, where you are going to get deals upon deals upon deals. Now, of course, even with Last Chance Saloon, the extended money back guarantee does apply from now until next year. Those have almost they've almost sold out. You've got to be really, really quick. £14.95. Now I'm going to move on to oh, I like these. You've got 3 connectors is what we call it. We call these agate connectors, but I think these could be pendants. Now these are great for pushing over the top of polymer clay and making frames. The same can be said with friendly plastic. They sound good next to each other. Now they are called connectors because you can connect obviously pieces together. You can use your wire to make a connector on there as well. You could make earrings. Ben's saying he wants to make glasses out of these. Okay. Actually, they go on my finger. They could be rings. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, look. You could hang a gemstone in the middle of them. It's just a nice handy thing to have in your collection. Feel a little bit quirky. They're quite nice together, stacked up, aren't they? Have you ever used anything like this, Anne?
Yeah, with my clay. Because it's nice to have the gemstone with the clay, just to have the contrast.
And do you use them like frames and push the clay over the top of them?
Yeah, I use them frames.
For rings?
No, for frames. Yeah.
Actually, I would just, now you said that, if you pushed your polymer clay through and allowed a little dome to come over, that would make a cool ring. Shrink plastic, you could do that with as well, and friendly plastics, good with these. Oh, these are great then if you use a lot of other mediums that aren't just beading. They're handy actually, aren't they? You get 3 of them in the Last Chance Saloon for just £6.95. That's a good price. That's £6.95. So they're only £2.30 something each. Really good. Already low in stock on these. You've got to be quick if you want them. You do get 3 of them, and it does look like we're heading for another sellout. Any second now we're in single figures now. The code that you need is AJMF36 for £6.95. You get all 3. Now, let's give to you love these. I love them. These look brilliant on charm bracelets. They're very Downton, darling. Very, very Downton. Have I got some tweezers there, lads? They may be glittery, my tweezers, but they're tweezers nonetheless. Thank you. Have a look at these. These are little cage birds, and they're cage beads. But they're reminding me very much of those vintage bird cages, actually. Aren't they pretty, Anne?
They're lovely. They're beautiful.
Would you put these in earrings? Where would they go for you?
Yeah, I'd put them in earrings because, like some of the gemstones earlier on, they look like they need movement.
I definitely agree with that. They do need movement. And actually, a little bit of rose quartz would look pretty. You know that rose quartz strand you did for some silly, crazy price that sold out? These would look great with them. Nice bit of chain. Very, very Downton. Very vintage. They've got that sort of Victorian look about them, haven't they? ZBAR13 is your item code. Now, you get 5 of these, and they are rose gold on sterling silver. And let's not just look at the design here, let's think about the elements of using sterling silver and rose gold. I mean, isn't it a privilege to work with precious metals? And look at the intricacy here that we're seeing. Perfect, absolutely wonderful. Get them in your life. Remember, everything I'm giving you is limited stock. All of this for just, isn't it mad? £6.95. Go and shop anywhere else. Go and see if you can find these prices like the price I'm giving you here. Don't get complacent like we all do sometimes, because you go out and you expect these prices when you go in and visit other places, and you don't get them, and you think, hang on a minute, that's not good value when you're shopping here, when you're shopping elsewhere. And actually it's just because we're spoiling. We're being spoiled here, aren't we?
Definitely.
Where do you get your sterling silver pieces from? £6.95. Right, the next piece I'm going to give you, we've only got 8 of. Now, they were launched just a few weeks ago. Which number are we going to? I knew you were going to say that. Do you know what? I've got lots of these. They are the most, I don't even like saying this, but they are the most useful pearl strand I've ever had. They go with everything. Now, they are very, very, very beautiful. And we've only got 8 of these. I'll buy all 8 in a minute. If these don't sell out, I'll have them, because do you know what I love to do with these? There is a finding that I gave you yesterday in the day show. If you got them, you'll know what I mean. It's a silver bar finding with 2 holes. If you got that, put these next to each other and make that perfect bracelet that stays so uniform. Now, these could not be any better for bridal pieces. These will sell out now. They're real pearls, and aren't they so well size matched? They are beautiful. They are genuine, fresh water, cultured pearls. They are 4 by 3 and pretty much really perfectly size matched, actually. You've got to have these. They are one of my all-time most used pearls. They are so antique jewellery, aren't they? They're great for framing cabochons. I just love them. They're wonderful for hairbands, for tiaras, for hair combs, TDG, P48. If you're not on the phones and with this in your basket, you will miss out. I can't even believe you've given that price tag. They're only £5.45. That's what I paid for them, you know. Are you a lover of pearls?
Oh, I love pearls. I've still got the set I got given for my 21st birthday.
But this is, do you know what, Anne, you make a brilliant point there. They are 21st birthday gemstones. They are 30th, 40th, 50th birthday, anniversary gemstones. They're special. They're heirlooms, aren't they?
Yeah, I love mine. I still wear them.
I wear pearls all the time. My favourite. Pearls and diamonds are my favourites together. Love them. Looks like that's sold out for you. £5.45. You've got it in your basket. You need to check it out now. There is. It was a game between the person on the phone and the person with it in a basket there. Now, let's give to you. I love it. Can we do this yellow? We haven't had much yellow in a while. Beautiful. Look at this citrine. Now, if you bought the pink chalcedony, the pink coated quartz, sorry, that I gave to you earlier, you're going to want this. The cut is absolutely exquisitely beautiful. Look at those facets. They're glorious. So expensive looking. The clarity is unbelievably, undeniably wonderful. These are great for earrings. Now, these are graduated, and the graduations range between 5 and 10 mil. So nice and uniform graduations. Look at that colour. Striking, isn't it? This is one of November's birthstones. Well, it is associated with November, yeah. Topaz and citrine. Look at that together. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you're buying birth gemstones, grab this one. It is nearly good. It's going to be December at the weekend though, isn't it? Can you even believe that? Are you ready? £12.95 for beautiful graduated citrine. Have you seen citrine jewellery out there? How much it is? These are glowing, absolutely glowing with beauty. They are just incredibly gorgeous, aren't they? Look at that. I love them. I'm getting transfixed by these. Now, I'm going to show you something they'd look really great with. Now, look at that. And also, I think, get our next star by. These all together are perfect, aren't they? That's the tiger's eye, which we have seen before, which was very, look at these together. Oh, it's like a gilded antique mirror we're looking at, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. So look at that colour. Graduation's really helping us with the taper as well. £12.95 is your price tag. We are now limited stock, so please act fast in checking out your baskets. Can I do the tiger's eye next? Let's do that, because it goes so well. Now, as you know, this has been to air a few times. The fact is, you need to get these home. The tiger's eye has been mystic coated with a brush, every individual facet, rather than just being dipped, which is something I learned just the other day, which makes these even more special to work with, doesn't it? When you realise the craftsmanship that goes into bringing you these delights. And I've got to say, these really do belong on your Christmas table, don't they? They'd look wonderful within a flower arrangement. They'd look incredible on your Christmas tree, dangling, giving you that sparkle. Napkin holders. I saw one napkin holder yesterday for £8, a wire napkin holder. Maybe you want to make your own and put a little sparkle into that. We've also seen wine glass charms. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Last in stock. Once they're gone, they're gone. We are not getting this back in again. It's a discontinued strand. RKRU71 is your item code. The 9mm on a 17cm Gems of Distinction strand, and they're just £14.95. When you think about what you've got, when you think about the power behind tiger's eye, almost quadrupled by that mystic coating of gold, then you know you've got to have it in your collection. At £14.95, you've got a wonderful, wonderful buy. 0800 644 655 RKRU71. Now, I'm going to give to you number 7. This is your lucky number. When's your birthday, Pippindor? 7th of May. Are you a Taurus? No. You are? Me too. Have a look at this. 140 carats of aquamarine. I always think aquamarine is a jeweller's gemstone, and look at the faces on these. You could really wire up these. Have you ever used aquamarine, Anne?
Yeah, it's my sister's birthstone. She's March, 16th of March.
Is she?
Yeah, I made her a pendant for Christmas last year, just with one piece of aquamarine.
Such a special gemstone,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's lovely. It's really
This is
nice.
another one we see with diamonds and things out there in the jewellers. I find it really lovely that we can, well, actually a privilege. I feel a little bit humbled by the fact that we can use gemstones like this. I almost feel like I'm doing something naughty, you know, that we shouldn't. My friend Ryan is a jeweller and a goldsmith, and he has a little bit, not this Ryan here, but a Ryan from Cheltenham, and we went to school together, all different, you know, schools together, and he always says to me, I can't believe it, just it's madness to him, because it takes him a long time to order certain gemstones in. This is just a stunning graduated strand of the birth gemstone of March. Lots of myth and legend behind this. Men at sea would take these out with them to offer to the gods in a storm. They're said to have soothing properties, and they're supposed to be the St. Christopher of gemstones, aren't they? The original gemstone set into engagement rings. Now, if you saw one piece for £10, you think that was a great deal. If you forget about the fact you've seen us here at Jewellery Maker, just cast your mind back to the day before you saw us. One piece of aquamarine someone offered you to put in your jewellery for £9, £10, you'd take it, wouldn't you? I'm going to give you a whole blinking strand for under £10. £9.95. Super duper value is what you're seeing here. I think so. ABRU72, £9.95. So 800 644 655. Now, I'm going to give to you a very high-end strand. There's only 8 left in stock. Which box is it in again? I got it. Stop, is this the one I launched? Is this the one I launched? It's got to be. Oh my gosh. The finest strand of sapphire. The deep, deep blue, the Ceylon blues, the pinks, the papradashkas almost colours, the green. This is the one I launched. I knew it. We can't have many of these. There's 8 in the entire world. That's it. Once it's going, only 100 of these were ever made, weren't they? Or was it less? Only 100 were ever made. Now this is the best strand of sapphire we've ever had, ever. Look at the tiny, delicate facets. Imagine, already 2 have gone, 6 left. Imagine setting this into jewellery. Imagine giving this to your best friend for Christmas in a bracelet, in a necklace. This, my darling jewellery makers, is sapphire in the very best form we've ever had it here at Jewellery Maker. Again, now you really do feel like a jeweller when you're making pieces of jewellery out of this. This is for you if you are creating high-end pieces. This is for you if you want bigger price tags. This is for you if you're creating special pieces. Those one-off pieces, those pieces that you want to get valued. Okay, it's not for you if you just started out and you just want to use rounds. It's not for you if that's the case. It is for you. If you consider yourself somewhat of a connoisseur of jewellery making, you feel that you are advanced in jewellery making, you feel that you are good at jewellery making, you feel that you can create a piece, stand behind it and think, yeah, I'm proud of that, and you have been looking for that strand. If you feel like you are that jewellery maker, then you must not miss out on this opportunity. You have got to pick up the phone 0800 644 655. You have got to check out baskets if you're shopping with us on JewelleryMaker.com. We've only got 4 of these left, and they're just £47.95 for under £50. This is the highest quality strand of sapphire we have ever had the privilege to bring you here at Jewellery Maker. I am utterly privileged to bring it to you, and I'm really happy that you've got it in your life. We are about to sell out of this. We've only got 3 strands left. You've got to be quick. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. £47.95. Look at the clarity, look at the cut. Now, Anne, as a jewellery maker, to get a strand like this, there aren't many opportunities in life, are there?
They're stunning. I would use those in silver clay. Recently I've been using silver clay for a bit last year, and they would look stunning in some silver clay pieces.
Would you cluster them together in a ring or something like that?
Yeah, do something like that, yeah.
You definitely want to get it valued, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
Right, there's one left. There's people on the phone, and there is somebody with this strand in the last strand in your basket. It's not checked out, so somebody on the phone lines is about to get it. If you don't do that, well done. Make sure you check it out now. Wow. Let's give to you some Prasiolite, or green amethyst, as it's also known. Prasiolite is absolutely stunning. If you bought that lovely strand of Prasiolite I gave you yesterday, you're so going to want more. You're so going to want more. These faceted pairs are flat, do you see, rather than plump, and they are through drilled, top to bottom drilled, and they're graduated. Look at that colour. This is my all-time favourite colour. These are going to look insanely beautiful with the citrine. It is pear green, you're right. These are going to look absolutely gorgeous with your star by. Look at that. Really makes it rich. Now Prasiolite glows, doesn't it? It seems to glow from the inside. It seems to light up from the inside. Those facets, come on, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Look at that. Can you see? The sparkle is mesmerising. Absolutely beautiful. I do love this, you know, I love it a lot. On the phone lines, limited stock, I love it a lot. A Gems of Distinction strand of beautiful Prasiolite green amethyst, or amagreen, many different names for the one gemstone. GJSF84 is your item code. All of these for just £9.95, under £10, a gemstone that boasts tranquility, if you believe in myths and legends. And you know me, I'm a total sucker for myths and legends, anything like that, I love it, love it. I do, I'm a bit like that, a bit of a hippie. Oh, well, I was raised by, not wolves, as you might suspect, but hippies. £9.95 is your price tag. Wowzers. Now let's move on and go to sterling silver plain rondelles. Now these are big. Lots of you have been asking for these. I didn't know we had these in stock. Do you know what? We've got very limited quantities of these left, and I think they'll sell out now. These are very, very weighty. Have you seen the size of these? The silver is incredible. It's so good to include such a big gram weight of silver. Look at that. They're big, aren't they? And there's a nice big hole. What do you reckon? You get a 1 mil through there, wouldn't you? It is important because you do need to know if you're working with wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you have the gram weight of silver? These are huge. I can't believe the size of these. Can you see how reflective they are? Do you ever, Anne, incorporate sterling silver in with your pieces of jewellery?
Yeah, I did a piece last year for some friend to give as a present, and I did some unusual focal beads, and I used sterling silver. In fact, I think it might have been the ones from JM, one similar to that I used just to use 3 just to highlight 1 at the bottom and 2 either side.
Do you think it's always nice when you're giving a gift to put as many rich embellishments as you can, little finishing touches?
Yeah.
Have you ever had any of your jewellery valued?
I haven't personally, but I know some friends have. I did a couple of pearl things and they've had them valued.
And they had your pieces valued?
Yeah.
Were you happy at the end of it when they told you?
Yeah. I was like, I should have sold them for higher.
I will advise it, especially if you're using real silver. Crazy low price tag for you. Oh, WAZ45. They're only £6.95, and you've got 5 of them. Last in stock. I do think, I mean, that's great value, isn't it? They're sterling silver. They're just £6.95. 0800 644 655 is that number to be calling. Remember, you've got your extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. It's 4:30. So I can bring out, were you restricting me to 4:30? Okay, how many of these have we got? 10? I can't believe you're teasing us with these. We've got 10, they will sell out. If you love them, you need to be on the phone lines now. Don't like the price, put the phone down. But if you do, you'll miss out. Now look at this. I like the reverse side. Can you see how reflective that is just from here? The reverse side is just as cool. Look at these, aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely fantastical. Look at that lovely sparkle. Now you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the strand. Now, Anne, you've been eyeing these up, as everybody who comes in here does. They're huge. We used to give 4 pieces of jewellery for £24.95 before your time of watching us here at Jewellery Maker, I think. Now, why do you need these?
Do you know what I do with them? One of the bundles I did earlier on had the bails, the flat bail.
Yeah, yeah.
You could just stick a bail on the back of one of them and just have it as a pendant.
Do you know, I do think, we've only got 7 of these now. I do think you're right. You don't have to over egg the pudding here, but wouldn't they be amazing wrapped in fine gold wire?
Yeah.
Aren't these, look at that. Oh, I love that it was 6, down to the last 6, you've got to be quick. Let's have the price tag then, Pip, let's be fair. They're only £14.95. These are going to sell out today and that's it. We're not going to get them back before Christmas. Look at that, and again, I'm a bit obsessed with embellishing my Christmas table at the moment. 5 left, 4. These are going to sell out any second now. You have got your extended money back guarantee. If you're not dialing, you need to be dialing or you have missed out. Have they gone? Are they gone? Right, okay. Literally, there are enough of you on the phone lines now to close this. There are also enough of you within an unchecked basket. If you don't check a basket out, it's not yours. We're down to the last 3. People are checking baskets out now, but there are more than 3 people on the phone line, so we're going to move on. Looks like they're gone. Now, you're on the phone, stay there. It's a competition between you and an unchecked basket right now. Now, my little love cakes. Let's give you... Let's go to, these are going to go as well with that lovely citrine that's here. If you bought the citrine, oh my gosh, they're amazing together. They're very Doris Day together. Que sera, sera. I do love a bit of Doris Day. I haven't seen a Doris Day film in years since I was little. You like Calamity Jane when she falls in the river? The yellows and whites, that's what oh, she's wearing a yellow dress when she falls in the river. Yeah, I used to get called Calamity Jane. Accident prone. Look at that. Pip's sister, they used. What's your sister called again? Eleanor. Don't call her Smelliner, don't be horrible. They're mean, aren't they, boys, to their sisters? And sisters do nothing but love their brothers. I bet she loves you as well. You're a pesky little brother. Yep, says Pip, she thinks I'm the best. Not anymore? Does she watch? She is watching now. Eleanor, he's mean. Eleanor, go in his room now and take all his jumpers. That'll teach him. That'll learn the little rotter. Oh, she lives down south. Oh, whereabouts down south? Does she live near me? Look at these. Eleanor, I'm coming round later for a cup of tea. Now, they'll look amazing next to your star buy. Have a look, because these are mystic coated. Again, the facets are absolutely wonderful on this. These are going to look good with these too. With your tiger's eye that you had earlier. They're very bridal, in fact. What about the little pearly whirlies? Actually, no, hang on. They've got to go with the pearls. There, that's perfectly bridal, isn't it? These are going very, very quickly. We're limited in stock. HVR U22. They're £12.95. They're graduated, and the graduations range between 8 and 10 mil. So it was above me there. And you have got a lovely tasseled strand, and they're only £12.95. It says 16 centimetre strand, and your code for you once more is HVRU22. Now, let's go do, oh, do you know what? Pink wire, 0.25, 100 metres. This is for your tiara twist. Now, we have got, yes, could you please possibly pass me Peter, darling, and a top shelf, third one in. The pink wire, thank you. Thanks, love. Right, so this is tiara twisting here. And that's what not this is done with thick wire. Can you see the tiara twisting? Now you can do that with a pearl. You know your little pearlies you've just bought? Perfect with 0.25 wire, because it will go through your pearls. So actually, this is a lovely duo, isn't it? Little pearls, because there's not much that is going to go through there. You can needle and thread them. I'm beading thread and monofilament. Now you've got 100 metres of this. Have you got yourself, I don't know why I'm got American then. Are you into wire is basically what I'm trying to say, Anne?
I started wire at the start of the year. But I did say to Lucy last year, I had an accident earlier on this year and damaged my hand, so I've had to put it off for the moment. But I've got all the wire sitting there ready to go.
Ready to go
when I can.
Any minute now. 1.25 for your tiara twists, for doing your Viking weave with. Loads, you can do £7.95. You can do your lazy daisy with your wire. You can crochet with the 0.25. It's very versatile for your finer weaving. At just £7.95, you got yourself a deal. KDJ M74. Now we've only got a few of these, and it looks like they're about to sell out. So I'm going to move on to. We've got a moonstone for you. Oh, this is lovely, rainbow moonstone. I love this shape. Have a little look. Would these go? Yeah, they would. If you love the strand earlier and you want them to go a little bit further, if you bought the pearls, you've got June's birthstone combinations. Very low stock on this. We've only got 8. That would be nice, wouldn't it, look? Isn't that gorgeous? That really brings out the moon essence, which is a made-up word, but you know it's very descriptive. Now you have got such amazing schiller coming from. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that rainbow iridescent. I love it. Blues and greens, everything. This is very beautiful and very bridal again. You know, doing the tiara twist technique is absolutely recommended with these, and they are graduated. You could do lots of bubbles with these, bubble bracelets. I think they're stunning. What about this shape, Anne? Is this something that you would use in your designs?
Yeah, I would use that as a centerpiece. Maybe if I was doing polymer clay soutache or something like that, I could actually sit that shape into the clay, so that I could wrap round. That's the thing with the clay; you can push them in. That sort of shape would be good for that.
We're going to give you these for just £8.95. We've only got 4 of them left. Loads of them going on the website. Does look like those are going to sell out as well, according to everybody on the phones. £8.95. HARU58 is your item code. Look at the quality, and you've got your extended money back guarantee. They're drilled at the bottom, so you can bunch these up into gorgeous flowers. Now it looks like those have sold out, so I'm going to give to you something else gorgeous instead. Now these are Chandi beads, and they are oxidized silver, which gives you that medieval look is the word I'm looking for. So you've got that medieval look. It also kind of makes things look kind of pewter-ish, which I love. Now, giving you that black and silver, aren't these amazing? Your twisted double rope effect spacer beads. I want these flat though. I don't want them like that. I want to see them. I think they're amazing. Do you know what I would do? I would link them with my own jump rings I'd made from wire. Small links. Aren't these great? Look at those. Would you use something like this, Anne?
I've used something similar in men's jewellery when I've been making polymer clay men's jewellery, just to use them as a hole in the middle of the clay.
Could you push these into polymer clay as well?
Yeah, if you cut a little hole and put them in, it creates like a little eyelet in the clay. It just makes it a little bit interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be lovely, especially if you're doing little charms as well. You could put them either side for an eyelet, couldn't you? I really like these a lot. They're limited stock. You can push them into your clay, you can put them into your resin. I think they're ace. Could be masculine, could be feminine. CETM47, all of these. So you get 10 of them for just £7.95. We're talking about sterling silver. These are done in a Chandi style, and they are oxidized to give you that blackened look, that medieval look, which I love. I think that's fantastic. What great value you're seeing, £7.95. Yeah, that is the right price. It's mad, isn't it? Now, to give you more goodies now. Zavorite garnet is what we've got for you now. Named after Zavor National Park. And this has the most amount of sparkle of any of the garnet family. Have a look at this. Faceted rondelles. Look at this. This has got to be one of the most exquisite of all the garnet family. Who knew that garnet came in such a wonderful colour with the most amazing brilliance in this strand? You're already here for this one, and if you are doing birth gemstone pieces for January's birthstone, you're going to really, really enjoy this. You'll see a lot of Zavorite garnet at Tiffany & Co. and at Cartier, and again, this is beautiful for rowing up. If you bought the pearls and you want to row up, I would do it like that. I would almost sandwich those in between those pearlies that you bought. It's really nice, isn't it? Oops. Where you going, Zavor? Here we are. Come on then. Here you go. There we are. On the phone lines, 0800 644 655 OBV X38. Are you ready for a fabulous price tag? Low in stock and just £12.95 for you. A really incredible, incredible deal. That's a great price tag, isn't it? It is. Now think about putting these in rings. Think about, look at this, twisting them together with those pearls. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. OBV X38. Now let's go for Moonkite. 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 Like now, Moonkite is an amazing gemstone. We're not talking about clarity with Moonkite, we're talking about solid colour. Now, this solid colour comes in a huge variant. Moonkite is only found in Mooka Creek in Australia. So it's a one region gemstone. Look at the variant of colour. You go from the French mustards, you've got those raspberries in there as well, you've got the caramels in there, you've got the chocolates in there, and I love, this one's like a rhubarb and custard, isn't it? I love the fusion. I love the way that you get such wonderful organic colours and patterns. Look at that. And it feels so smooth, and always with Mookaite we get this glossy look. Now what I like about these is that they've got this lovely twist to them, so they are going to be great if you're wire wrapping. They're going to be allowing you to give the gemstone a little bit of movement. Maybe it's going to go on the end of a tassel or on the toggle part of the tassel, which I think would be really enjoyable to look at. Now have a look again at that variant of colour. I just think, what a stunning, stunning strand of Mookaite with all these tribal colours. Coming to you at low stock straight away. LBG062 is your item code, and they're only £6.95. They make wonderful cufflinks, great in brooches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you're going to get the one for the chaps DVD with Drew and Mark, I would definitely think about popping this one into your basket at just £6.95, because this for me straight away has got to go in cufflinks. What do you think? Very low in stock. Don't forget, you can enjoy the benefits of shopping with us today and gaining that extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. Now we're going to press on. We're going to try and get even more to you. And we're going to give to you. Dum, 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 dum. These are gorgeous. No. Oh my gosh. Do you know, they had to rewrite history books because of zircon. When this gemstone was discovered, and the scientists and gemologists looked up its structure, they realised it was older than we thought the Earth was, so we had to rewrite the books of history. Now this is a gemstone that is totally natural. Don't confuse zircon with cubic zirconia ever, because it's not the same thing at all. Zircon is one of December's birth gemstones, along with turquoise and tanzanite. Zircon I think is just as joyous as a diamond, actually. And what about diamonds? Diamonds did have the benefit of that De Beers campaign behind them, didn't they, which made them super, super, super popular. Zircon, I think, have some of the most amazing properties. Just look at the brilliance that you get with this strand, and look at the clarity that you get with this. Now these are top drilled. They're very, very, very delicate looking, and I would put them together with maybe the sapphire that I gave you earlier. That would be a nice combination, wouldn't it? What did I do with that? The sapphire would look absolutely stunning if you did manage to get that. I mean, the sparkle that comes off these is incredible. Now, if you bought into our gems setting that we launched the other day, these are perfect. And if you've got the tools, you've got the ability to pick these up quite nicely. I would certainly set these into silver. It would have to be silver or gold, real precious metals. Now, we are very limited on this. I do find this very bridal, actually, and it's extremely sparkly, totally natural and beautiful zircon. DJYY81, there is a host of myth and legend that you can download about this gemstone. Come shopping with us today and enjoy that extended money back guarantee. If this is a gemstone you've never had in your stash before, it's the best time, I think, to buy right now. Now that is cheeky, because I've seen, and I'm sure you have too, zircon for about £30 here at Jewellery Maker. So here, this is a joy to get in your collection, isn't it? Look at those facets, check out that clarity. It's almost golden, this strand. Beautiful. Have you ever worked with zircon, Anne?
I haven't worked with it, but I've got a tanzanite, I've got a AAA tanzanite ring that's got 2 zircons, one on either side, and I just absolutely love it.
So you've got a December piece there.
Yeah.
AAA tanzanite with zircon.
Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? So we do treat zircon like diamonds, and I actually look at zircon and I think, is it any more beautiful than a diamond, or is it just the height behind diamonds that convince us that it's so?
It's stunning.
They are beautiful. They do twinkle like diamonds, don't they? Now we're going to give to you. I love these. I'm so glad you're doing them, because I really love these. I think these are very 1960s. Now these, I've got this strand and I made a key ring out of it, and I actually gave it to my daughter so she didn't lose her keys, and she actually hasn't lost her keys yet. They're bright, they're fabulous, they'll make great handbag charms. I mean, if you frame these with polymer clay, I think it'd look really cool. Black bezel setting, I think would look nice, wouldn't it?
It's my colour too.
It's your colour.
It's my colour.
These are ace, aren't they? Don't forget, we have got your star buy coming up soon. We didn't even get time to do the challenge or the competition today, but that will be hopefully coming up for you tomorrow. Now, what about going around the pearl? I'm quite funny what I mix pearls with though. Pearls on their own at the moment. These little hearts are going to be great with your shrink plastic. Now, they make cool rings. I think if you're making jewellery for little girls at Christmas time as well, these are just a must-have, aren't they? My Mina and Leia, who I'm going to see at the weekend, so I'm very excited, would love these. Are you ready? Low in stock. Let me count them for you. And they're only £5.95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to do that again because I feel like I messed that up. Oh no, I didn't. 16. There are 16 in your stash. They're only £5.95. Don't forget, Ed's got those cords coming up for you today, and we do predict a sellout. If you are into your macrame, I reckon they're going to sell out, so you've got to be quick on those now. Here they are, another Doris Day strand for you. Walking back to happiness. You have to prong set these. You absolutely, they're made for it. Have you ever done a prong setting, Anne?
I haven't, no.
You could bezel set them.
You could, yeah.
You could put these in your silver clay, because you can put them in afterwards.
You could,
Aren't they glorious?
They're just,
Look at that concave faceting. It's like a vortex drawing you in. Do you know, you can only do that concave faceting when the clarity allows it, because if you had inclusions in there, you'd see them. You just feel like you could dive into them, don't you? The concave faceting really lending itself to this strand, and I cannot tell you how must-have these are. Can you imagine setting these into your silver clay, into your bronze clay, or your copper clay? Wouldn't that be glorious? You can just make your own bezel and then you place them in afterwards. I mean, these are for rings, aren't they? Very slightly graduated. These are for wire wrap pendants. Is that Laura Binding on the phone? I knew she'd want this. 100 carats of lemon quartz. It's all about the faceting. Expert lapidris. Now, we don't see strands like this very often. I know that a certain guest designer has already just bagged theirs. Low in stock. I can neither confirm nor deny whether that was Laura Binding or another wonderful guest designer. They're all wonderful. 5 on the strand, cut. Can you imagine? How much would you pay to have one of these cut like that? I'm going to give you 5 for under £50 today. 0800 644 655. You've got to be quick. We are going to hand over to Ed very, very shortly with those strands that he's got coming up for you. I have got your gorgeous star buy, which is going to go so wonderfully. So you get your 5 for under £50 at just £39.95 for you. Wonderful value, absolutely insane value. I would certainly use my pearls to frame these. Would not be frightened of doing that at all. I think that would be a really good idea. £39.95. Checkout baskets if you have got that, because we've got single figures of those. Oh, and a big well done to anybody who's already got theirs. So for anybody that is into their macrame, before I do my star buy, I'm just going to give you one more little reminder that Ed has got some brand new. Mark has already tried to secure his. If you don't want to miss out, I am going to hand over live to Ed at 5 o'clock, where he will be talking to you about what time are you going to do these, lads? Do you know?
I have to tune in from 5 till 9 to find out.
Oh, you little tease. Right now, I will tease you no further. It's time for your gorgeous star buy. And it's time for your star buy. This is a brand new strand. It's wonderful to cluster, fabulous to set in a ring, completely gorgeous if you're mixing it with your copper clay. If you work with wire, here's one for you. Look at those fantastic facets. Now you get lots on the one strand. I'm just going to remove my black board to show you how these hang. Now I would certainly cluster these. The iridescence is insane. I'm going to count them for you. I'm going to be here a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31, 2, 3. 33 on my strand. You should get there or thereabouts. Now when you put these together, we've seen throughout the show already today how incredible these are when you twist them together and you just bunch them into a cluster. To put that together then in a ring would be outstanding, wouldn't it just? Look at that. Now, we've never, ever, ever seen anything like this before. Let's talk about what you've got. They are graduated, they are faceted, and they are drilled at the coulee. Now, we're talking to you about black spinel that has been coated in that beautiful golden mystic coating. Now spinel is found primarily actually in sapphire and ruby bearing areas, and it's funny because it is a gemstone, this spinel, that is so very often mistaken for other gemstones. In black spinel's case, a black diamond, it shines, I think, it literally sparkles more than any other black gemstone does. And I've got lots of black diamonds. I don't say lots, I've got a few pieces with black diamonds in, but I'm going to say I prefer black spinel to black diamonds. I think it sparkles more. Now, you're already stacked up on the phone lines of these. Now, it is a brand new strand, but it was limited. We never had any more than 100 of these. And so I'm hoping that you're lucky today. We've already sold a third of these. Don't forget, if you've got an open basket with us, you're not going to pay any more than 1 P&P right up until after Ed's show tonight. So it's definitely the time to come shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker HMG K14. I could be giving you this strand of spinel for $24.95, but I'm not. I could be giving you this strand of spinel for $19.95, but I'm not. I'm going to give you this strand of spinel, guaranteed tonight's price only, for just, I can't guarantee this price tag again, can't guarantee you're going to see the strand again, for just £14.95. You know what to do. Do not let this one slip past you. Already half of our stock has gone and been allocated. If you don't like missing out on gorgeous things, then you've got to get this in your basket. Please don't forget us on the Wall of Fame. We love to see your pieces come to life from strand to jewellery. It really is a privilege for us to see your pieces on the Wall of Fame. It's studio at JewelleryMaker.com at just £14.95. I think this is gorgeous. We're going to go on over and we're going to talk to Anne and see exactly what she thinks of this strand, and then I'm going to pass you over to Ed, who is going to take you through to the late show tonight. Don't forget that waxed cord is going to be yours. We only have limited quantities of the waxed cord, and it is not guaranteed back again before Christmas time. And we've had such fun today. What about this?
Oh, it's stunning. It's the way the light catches it, and it is very vintage.
You're right.
Yeah, I could see that with blues as well.
Always a peacock. Well, you know that
Peacocks,
lovely peacocky iridescence around a peacock feather that we just love. It's that colour, isn't it?
It is.
Definitely thinking vintage. Definitely thinking steampunk. Love, because you've got greens in there. If you like to verdigris like I do, have you ever done verdigris before?
I have. I've dabbled.
Isn't it good?
Dabbled a little bit, yeah.
I love it. Now, Anne and I are covered from head to foot in glitter, and it's all my fault. So is Ben. Ben's covered in glitter. We're glittery. Now Ed's going to be covered in glitter. He's going to have to go home and explain to his household why he's covered in glitter. And Ed is actually going to come in.
Never get it off.
I know. That's a good opening line, isn't it?
It's so annoying.
I love it.
They once had a glitter fight in the office, and I was literally finding it on me like days later.
Eating it. It's brilliant.
You just can't get it off you.
Now, Ed, you've got the night show lined up for us. Tell everyone what we can expect today.
Well,
and
I
then
think you might have mentioned this, but brand new wax cord. That's right.
Did you know what a fuss Lucy and I caused over you getting this, because it wasn't available for today with Mark?
So what happens
Lucy
when you sell Amylite out last night?
Is that what happened?
That's what happened. I needed an extra treat for the Miss It Miss Out fans.
And you're going to go across, obviously, to Ed right now. So Anne and I are going to say goodbye. Nice to see you.
Oh, nice
You're going
one.
over there to carry on. See you later.
Non-stop Miss It Miss Out deals. Let's do this thing. Are you excited? I am so excited. Jenny's excited.